We back, baby. Let's go. Happy Saturday to everybody out there. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope the holidays have been treating you well. Hope your Christmas was good and you know, the loved ones in your life, friends, family, kids, everybody had a good time. Enjoyed yourselves to the best that you can. Every year is not the same. Some years are better than others. But the bottom line is being there for each other. So, happy Saturday once again. And let's see what we got going on. Let's see what we got cooking today. Because today looks pretty rainy. Yeah, East Coast, New York area. It's currently 42 degrees. I don't mind the temperature. We'll take that. Going up to a high of 46. You know, still, you know, it's December. You know, we're going into January, so we'll take the temperature, but it is raining off and on for most of the day. It's okay. You take the good, you take the bad, you take it all, and there you have the facts of life. Tomorrow, 55. Monday, sunny and 56. What we doing here, folks? Tuesday, 51. And then New Year's Day, 50 degrees and scattered showers. And then it starts getting colder again, but still not a nice, not too bad. Not mad at the break at all. You know, nice little warmth. We'll take it. We'll heat up a little bit. Why not? But yeah, anyway, hope everybody's doing well. I got my morning cup of Joe or Joanne. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Mm-hmm. Yes. Warms the cackles of my heart. Oh, man. Okay. Well, listen, guys. It's a good time right now to be a Knicks fan. We are definitely in a fantastic little ride. Hopefully we can keep it going. This is what I've been wanting all year. I've been wanting for us to get on a nice little run. I knew we would get there eventually. But it's just nice to see it when it actually happens. You know, we've won 6 in a row. I say we like I suit up and wear a Knicks jersey, but you know how it is. Anyway, it's really nice to see the Knicks doing and playing good basketball, no matter what the circumstance. Another thing that you guys know that I have been waiting for and clamoring for all season long is for the Knicks to go out there and win a basketball game comfortably when they're not shooting well. Shout out to the New York Knickerbockers, man. Finally did it. They finally did it. They beat the Orlando Magic convincingly when they only shot, should I say they only shot 15 shots from 3 and they only hit 4. 4 3-pointers. I think I don't even know what their totals have been per game, but I gotta believe that's one of the lowest amounts of threes that they've hit in the game. Maybe one less. Maybe I think they had a game where they only hit 3. I don't know. I don't remember. But that is remarkable that they only hit 4 threes and they won this game by that much. Now, granted, I do know that the Orlando Magic are depleted, but this is the same Orlando Magic that we played last time with the same depleted crew that gave us a better showing. I know people like to downplay certain things, but can it just be that the Knicks played the same team and the Knicks are a better team now than they were then? You know what I mean? Like, don't downplay everything. I get it. They don't have Paolo. They don't have Franz, but I don't know. What am I missing? Maybe I am missing something. Hold on. Let me check something because you know what? I didn't really see somebody out there, and I'm wondering, was he even playing? Hold on. Give me a second because that is a difference. Wait. Oh, okay. All right. That's fair because that is a difference. They didn't have Mo, and Mo has been fantastic for them. Okay. Fair enough. All right. They're even more depleted now. All right. So I take it back. A little more credit goes to Orlando's lack of having their pieces because Mo Wagner has been lighting the Knicks up and been playing great on all sides of the ball. They didn't have him. That's a big difference. So Fair enough. Still, the point is the Knicks did what they had to do. Because sometimes the Knicks will play these teams that have nobody out there. You saw us. We played, what was it, the Charlotte Hornets? Charlotte Hornets like had a bunch of guys that might have been G Leaguers. I don't know. I couldn't even name some of those names that they had when we played Charlotte one game. So, I mean, it's, I kind of look at it like, I get it. It's fair, but you know what? The Knicks still had to take care of business, and they took care of business convincingly, and they weren't even shooting well, and they had to lock down, whatever was coming from Orlando. Jalen Suggs had 27 points. He played well. Batadze did his normal thing, a double-double. Nice. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope did 10 points? Yeah. I mean, that's about what I would expect from him. And then after that, it was kind of dry. So I get it. But I'm still not going to take the credit away from the New York Knicks who, they did what they were supposed to do. They should win convincingly, but the fact that they won convincingly without being able to shoot the three ball, and when that's kind of what their offense is mostly predicated on, that was a good sign. Really good sign. Hopefully it can carry over until tonight. I mean, I hope the Knicks shoot better tonight, but just in case they don't, they know how to win without this. That's what's most important to me. The Knicks learning how to win when the threes aren't falling. And they did. Shout out to them. Not only were the threes not falling, but, you had some issues with foul trouble. I mean, 4 guys had 4 fouls. I think that it's I'm happy with it. I'm really happy with it. Either way. So let's see what's going on with the family out here. Crime's dad is in the building. What up? I mean, golly, I can't stop saying Crime's. Crim's dad is in the building. Salute Crims and salute Crim's dad. A December to remember continues. Yeah, this has been a good December for the Knicks. I agree with that. It's been a good December for the Knicks, and it's been a great December for Mikal Bridges. So, yeah. And maybe those two have something to do with each other. Shout out to, and thank you for being a part of the SKF Army as always, Crim's dad. Appreciate you, my guy. Walter Blackman Jr. is in the building. Salute. What up, Walter? Appreciate you. Hope you're doing well. Andios NYK is in the building. Salute. Appreciate you, my brother. Hope you're doing well. Once again, guys, please go support Andios on Instagram. Show him some love. His channel is dope. Well, channel. I keep saying channel. His why do I forget? I don't know. What do you call that? Account. His account is dope. Okay, his account is fire. So please go show him some love. And once again, guys, I'm sure you might still be able to get tickets. I don't know if you'll be able to get tickets in the same section that NBK is in, but I think Monday's game is the game they're going to. So if you want to go see the New York Knicks take on the Washington Wizards on Monday, NBK will be in the building. They're going to do a pregame, postgame. So that should be pretty dope, man. Definitely go out there and have some fun, enjoy yourself. I know it's crazy that they're playing them today as well, but it is what it is. Let's see. Lena Franklin is in the building. Let's go. What up, Lena? Says, good morning, you guys. I'm happy we won last night. Me and my mom, we are in Washington, D.C. to go to the Knicks Wizards game on Monday. Hey, very nice. Are you going to the game as a part of the MBK crew, or you just happen to be going to the same game? I mean, either way, if you are, I don't know where they're going to be, where they're going to do the pregame and postgame from, but definitely you should, link up and get to meet Sim and whoever else may be there, Tony, Eru, whoever makes it. Yeah, and have a good time. I'm sure they would love to have you in attendance for that as well. Pretty dope. So enjoy yourself, Lena. Nick Jr. 79 is in the building. Salute to Ron SKF crew. Salute to the chat. Appreciate you, man. Hope you're doing well. Good to see you. Look at this. The 713 gamers in the building. Salute. Appreciate you, my brother. He said, we back. Thank you for being a part of the SKF Army, as always. Good to see you. JJ is in the building. Salute, JJ. What's going on, man? You know, JJ, maybe I'm tripping. I don't think I saw you in the last show or whatever. I don't know. Maybe I'm bugging. Good to see you, bro. He said, salute, Ron. Happy Saturday, bro. Let's make it 7 tonight. How concerned are you with Cat and his foul troubles? It happens too often, and if it happens in the playoffs, it could really kill us. It's true. It's true. And we're going to talk about it because it's an important thing to talk about. But what I will say is I did like the lineup that goes out there when Cat is on the bench with Precious. I think the Knicks do some interesting things defensively. And I think that, you know, in some areas it's a better lineup depending on what the scenario is. So I think, you know, to some extent we're okay. But yeah, I'm a little concerned, you know. That's why you need another big. But you have another big who just isn't here. So I don't know. We got to see. We got to see what happens, bro. But I hear you. It's a little concerning. Oh, wow. I didn't know that. Andios is there for both games. Hey, dope, bro. Man, you got to enjoy yourself. I thought you were just there for one game. Oh, that's dope. That's fire, bro. Enjoy yourself. Let's see. Brooklyn Butch is in the building. Salute, Brooklyn. What's going on, brother? Hope you're doing well. It says salute. Happy holidays, Ron, and the SKF family. Facts. We in here, baby. 6 in a row. Let's go. Yes. Shout out to everybody, man. Darren Wilkerson is in the building. Put some respect on our name. Facts. Let's go, Darren. Good to see you. Jay, the chosen one, is in the building. Happy holidays and welcome to the last show of the year, family. Facts. Very true. Mm-hmm. What's up, Jay? Good to see you, brother. Darlene Bryant is in the building. Go, Darlene. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Always a pleasure having you here. Wonder Woman is in the building. Let's go. Let's go. Good morning, Ron and chat. Hope everyone is doing well. Yes. One of the day unos is here, folks. One of the day unos. Geraldine McIver is in the building. Let's go, Geraldine. Good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Hope family is good, doing well. Hope your holidays have been treating you well. Always good to see you, Geraldine, because I know your time is limited. You got a lot going on. And so whenever I see you in the chat, I'm extremely happy. Slim Slammer, who's got the key? Okay, that's not how it goes, but anyway. What up, Slim? Hope you're doing well, brother. Good to see you. Catman and Robinson. Now, that's funny. Let's see. David Smith is in the building. Salute, brother. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for being a member of the SKF Army. Salute to you. He says, salute to Ron in the chat. Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah. Many thanks to the front office for putting together a title contending roster. Question now is, do we have the coach to get us? Well, we have won 6 in a row. In this show today, I am going to talk about Tibbs' coaching and his adjustments and how they paid off to get us a victory. So for now, I say yes. Let's see. Let's see. Sherwin is in the building. What up, Sherwin? Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. He said, good morning. Happy new holidays. Yes. Shah Powers is in the building. What up, Shah? Hope you're doing well, my brother. Good to see you. Please go support Shy Man and my brother Divine, Knicks Real Talk. You get it. If y'all haven't seen it, I don't know what you're waiting for, man. Get your pregame, your postgame, all that good stuff from them. And pregame definitely get you right for the game. Put you in the right mind state. Yeah. Let's go. John McDonald is in the building. What up, John? Hope you're doing well. Thank you. Good to see you. D Block in the building. Let's go. Says salute my brother Ron and the Knicks community. Was a great win last night. Hope everyone is doing well. Yes, man. Same to you and yours, brother. And it really was a good victory. The Wolf Perry in the building. Salute. What's going on? Appreciate you. Hope you're doing well. Good to see you. We got Kareem Grant in the building. What up, Kareem? What up, twin? Said good morning to the chat. My guy Ron. Happy holidays to everyone. Facts. Happy holidays to you as well, my brother. David Smith says 50-plus wins season, second round exits, coach of the year. Knicks been there, done that. Bigger expectations expected with this roster this year. Is Tibbs the right coach to get to the next level? Well, the question is, shouldn't Tibbs get the opportunity to take us to the next level? Has Tibbs had this type of roster before? So before we write Tibbs off, shouldn't he have a chance to see what he can do with the roster? I'm just saying. You know what I mean? I'm just saying. You can't say a guy can't do something until you give him a chance to do something, right? We all talked about it. You know, it's kind of the same thing that we talked about with the New York Giants, right? For example, New York Giants have been trying to rebuild and retool that team forever. And they kept saying, man, Daniel Jones needs an offensive line. So then they try to help and put together a better offensive line. Then it's, well, you know what? Daniel Jones needs some offensive weapons. Daniel Jones needs a coach that can help him. They bring in Brian Dable, all that good stuff. Brian Dable is supposed to be another quarterback type guru who also calls really good offensive plays. When he was with Buffalo, Buffalo had a really dynamic offense. He comes to New York Giants. For whatever reason, it's not happening, right? So then you look at it. They put together a little better offensive line. Unfortunately, people forget the Giants' offensive line, even though it's got better, has dealt with some injuries. And they lost their best player on the field. Maybe some might say the best player on both sides in Andrew Thomas, right? And so you expect the offensive line to still be as good as it was trying to become, chemistry, gelling, all that stuff that we talk about with a new basketball club. It's the same thing that happens with an offensive line. Offensive lines sometimes take longer to gel, right? But so you got that happening. Then another guy goes down. Then another guy, guys keep going down, right? But you say, oh man, Daniel Jones got the offensive line. Let's give him some offensive weapons. You give him Malik Neighbors. You give him some other guys that have some speed as the wide receiver, should be able to help him out. Doesn't change anything because there's more going on in the story. And that is where I'm looking at with the New York Knicks. The Knicks actually have made changes that make the team better. And guess what? Because of those changes, the Knicks are winning more. So until we see that the Knicks are with this same team and not living up to expectations, you can't say anything yet. We just got to give the guy a shot. I don't listen. I am the first to say that Tom Thibodeau's history shows that he's a really good regular season coach. But when it comes to the playoffs, not so much. But I'm also the first to say that I think Tom Thibodeau is finally coaching one of the best rosters he's ever had. So let's give him a shot. Let's see what he can do. Let's see. Calmate. Let's see what else we got going on here. L, damn it, is in the building. Let's go, L. Oh, man. Got the camera all moving. Let me shut that off. Sometimes it's cool. Sometimes it's annoying. I don't need the camera doing its whole thing, man. Reacting to my every movement. Sometimes it's like, I'm cool. All right, chill, camera. Yeah, I think we're good now. All right. Okay, so where was I? Let's go, L. She says, salute to the chat and the Saturday's best. Aw, pew pew. Appreciate you, L. Thanks. Appreciate that. Okay, sorry. A bunch of windows started popping up. Apple Music, all types of craziness. We good now. All right. Prezi, the boss, is in the building. What up, Prezi? Hope you're doing well. Good to see you. Says salute to Ron the Don, SKF Army stand up. Hulk smash that like button. Road to 4K, baby. Phil Porto voice. Nice. Shout out to Phil, man. Shout out to them Knicks Twitter heads, man. I see there's some pictures. A bunch of people got together yesterday for the Knicks game in Orlando. I mean, actually took a flight to Orlando to get together to watch the game. That's pretty dope. Shout out to all of them. That's pretty dope. That's cool. Hey, shout out to my guy Deron Wayne in the building. What up, Deron? Thank you for being here. I'm another member of the SKF Army. Salute to you. Good to see you, brother. Hope your holidays has been treating you well. Oh, good. Having a wonderful holiday. Dope. William Thompson is in the building. What up, William? Good to see you. Appreciate you. Salute. He says salute, Ron. I'll take the rain over the snow. Me too, bro. For now, at least. I mean, once in the blue, I like to see the snow fall and, get it all coated up. Then I like it when like 2 days later, it rains hard and the snow is gone. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Give us the snow for a little bit and get it up out of here. Let's go. Wow, that's an interesting stat. Is that true? That's crazy. I don't know what that's about. Brunson hasn't hit a 3-pointer in 3 straight games. That's wild. I don't know. Ron says the Tibbs stuff is ancient. He is our coach. He will be our coach. Let's enjoy our season and forget about the negativity. I agree, man. Let's worry about negativity when negativity presents itself. Let's not worry. Let's not put it in the air when it's not there right now. We're good right now. I think we all right, man. Listen, this is just the beginning. We're churning like butter right now, slowly moving. We're like the choo-choo train. We Thomas right now. Choo-choo. Y'all, come on. Y'all know Thomas the train. Okay, anyway. Just give us a moment. Let us get it going. We all right. Oh, wow. I didn't even know that. Where have I been? Oh, that's bad. Oh, that sucks. Oh, man. Jeez. I don't know how I missed that one. Damn, that's crazy. Yeah, Orlando's going through it. Somebody gave them the whammy bammy. Whatever they gave us last year is a fact. They are definitely going through it. That's horrible. Yeesh. And he was playing so good, too. Man. Oof. Nostalgic Nick is in the building. What's going on? Blessings to Still Knicks. Appreciate you, man. Blessings to you. Cardiac Knicks is in the building. Salute. Blessings to everybody. He said, salute, Ron. Salute to the chat. Appreciate you. Cardiac Knicks. Let's go. Just Knicks is in the building. What up? Salute my guy, Ron. Salute to you, my brother. Hope you're doing well. Jet Life for life. What's going on, Jet Life? Haven't seen you in a minute. Good to see you. Salute, Ron. Salute to you. Lonnie Meeks is here. Salute. What's going on, Lonnie? All right. D-Raz, black coffee, no sugar with clove and ginger. Yeah, salute all. Salute, salute. What up, D-Raz? Good to see you. Kerry Cox is in the building. What up, Kerry? Good to see you, my brother. Hope you're doing well. All right. Thanks you, Crim's dad. We tried, man. We tried it. We're all inclusive over here. Hopefully everybody feels good coming to this space, man. Gideon Amankwa is in the building. What up, G Money? Happy holidays to everyone in the chat. For real. Appreciate you, my guy. Pierre Moise is in the building. What up, Pierre? Yo, happiest holiday. Same to you, brother. Hope you're doing well, man. Good to see you. D-Rex is in the building. He said, Precious Achua. That's it. That's the post. Listen, I can't knock you, D-Rex. Precious has been precious. He's been balling out. He's been good, really solid, and he's definitely given the Knicks something that they've been lacking. So shout out to Precious. Once again, the best throw-in to a trade ever, bro. This dude came over here as an afterthought, and he has been fantastic. Shout out to Precious, man. M. Gene is in the building. Salute to you, M. Gene, and thank you for being a member of the SKF Army. Salute to you. Knicks beating the bad teams. Not sure they can beat the top 5 teams. Listen, you beat who's in front of you, right? And if you don't beat the bad teams, you won't be there when it matters. You know what I mean? You have to beat the bad teams in order to get solidified and to get good positioning into the playoffs. So you got to beat up on the bad teams. First off, what you should think about is the fact that look at all the good teams now. I mean, granted, they're still playing good, but they got to beat up on the bad teams for the whole first half of the season so far. Now their schedule is starting to change. That's why you see the losses starting to creep in. Boston has experienced some losses. Cleveland has experienced some losses. Even they're playing well, their schedule is starting to change. I don't know. I forgot what show it was. I don't know. Maybe it was Knicks Real Talk. They were talking about Cleveland's schedule. Cleveland's schedule, yes, it was Knicks Real Talk. Divine was talking about Cleveland's schedule is about to get really tough. We'll see how that winning record and that streak they've been on continues when they start to play the tougher competition. You know what I mean? The Knicks actually came out the gate with a tougher schedule than these other two teams. Just go back and take a look. So let's see where we go. First off, I think it helped the Knicks better because they started to play good teams in the beginning, right when they're still trying to find themselves. Now they are getting better and better each game, even learning how to win when their shot is not falling. This is what I'm talking about. I know, like I said, it was a depleted Orlando team. It's still a good look, though. Still a good look. Daniel Jones is awful. He is. I didn't want to admit it in the beginning because I thought there was some glimpses of some really good stuff that he had because he definitely has some talent. It's just that over the years, he's like a deer in headlights, man. He's tunnel vision. He doesn't have good peripherals. He doesn't read the field well. He telegraphs his throws. Like, okay, I got to get away. Stop it. You brought me back there, Gene. Oh, I got to get away from it. It's over. Shout out to Ron Mills in the building. Wow, we really questioning tips. Yeah, man, I don't know. Gene says Malik Neighbors is a perennial Pro Bowler. I hope so, man. But I worry about him too. Not about his ability. I worry about his decision making. You know what I mean? The concussion stuff is worrying me. I mean, the first one was a fluke thing, but I think he got concussed again. And I'm just worried about him with certain things he tries to do out there. I think he needs to kind of take it easy for a while, let his brain continue to heal, make sure he takes, the season's almost over, but, just make sure he takes like safe, solid routes, safe, solid catches. Don't put himself in harm's way. His brain needs some time to heal in order for him to be back to 100% where he can try to do different things again. But that first concussion kind of really changed things for him, in my opinion, for now. He's not bad. He's still going to be good. It's just that just kind of slowed him down a little bit. If you guys look at how Malik Neighbors was playing prior to that first concussion, when he tried to make the sideline catch and he was holding on and trying to focus, and then he wound up going down to the floor and then hitting his head. That first concussion, he's still been good. He just hasn't been as explosive as he was prior to that concussion. Just saying. Angel Torres is in the building. What up, Angel? Good to see you. Salute, Ron Amigo. Let's go for the 7th W in a row. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. D Coolest is in the building. What up, D Coolest? Appreciate you, my brother. He says, salute, Ron. Salute to you. Oh, man. Kev, co-host of Nixon-ish, is in the building. What up? He said, Ron, top of the top, my guy. What's going on, brother? Good to see you. Hey, shout out to Stream Elements for always keeping us in the know and letting us know what's going on. Said thanks for subscribing to Jeffrey Legree. Hey, appreciate you, Jeffrey. Thanks. Thank you. Appreciate you. Let's see. I'm not trying to say anything, Siri. This phone. I mean, this watch, man. Walling out. Knicks will be 2026, 2025, 2026 champs. Is in the building. Salute to you. Said, what's good, people? Thank you for being part of the SKF Army. Good to see you. Let's see. Jean-Marc is in the building. What up? He said, hello, Ron. Salute. What's going on, Jean? King Ja 1985 is in the building. Knicks looking scary now. I know it looks good. This is what I'm talking about. This is, and we're gonna get. And listen, we still can get better. That's the great thing about it. We still haven't even hit our top of the top. Yeah, but we're going in the right direction. JJ 47K in the building. Salute, Ron, and let's go Knicks. Facts. Salute to you, my brother. Annie K is in the building. Let's go, Annie. Say happy Saturday to all. Hope everyone enjoying the holidays. Front office did a great job, and this is the most exciting Knicks team I have ever seen. Even this coach is tolerable right now. I hear you. I like that. It's true. Michael Sharp is in the building. What up, Michael? Hope you're doing well. Said happy holidays, Ron, to you and yours. Thundercat should have a good game tonight with less bogus fouls called on him. Yeah. It's been getting kind of crazy lately. I don't know. But on the flip side, the Knicks went to the line the most they've ever gone to the line all season in a game against Orlando. So go figure. I don't know. Maybe it's just one of them foul happy games. I don't know. Weird. Oh, Poncho's coming back soon. Yeah. D-Rex says, I'm perma pessimistic about the coach, perma optimistic about the team. I want to see true growth and evolution from Tibbs. Play more different dudes and listen to assistant coaches sometimes. Well, listen, man, you know how Tibbs is. But I will say I am happy with some of the things he's done recently. Just saying, I am. We'll talk about it. NYC B-Ball 08 in the building. Thank you for the generous super chat, my guy. He says, "Sup, my guy? Let's get a little win streak going. Go Knicks." Yes, facts. Let's go. Let's go. Appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. You know, like I said, guys, you guys never have to do this type of stuff, but I do appreciate it. It does help the show. It does help. You know, people like to say keep the lights on. And, you know, it does help. I ain't gonna lie to you. You know, especially earlier in the year, man. Definitely helped a lot, bro. It helped a lot. I ain't gonna lie to you. But I appreciate all the love, man. Thank you. And it helps me make these payments on this mixer I got. Jeez. Anyway, okay, back to the show. Shout out to Ricardo's in the building. What up, Ricardo? How you been, man? Haven't seen you in a minute. Hope you're doing well. Hope the family's doing well. Happy holidays to you and yours. So what up, Ron? Salute to you and your family. Thank you, my brother. Appreciate you. Hey, Ron Mills. What's up, Ron? Salute. What's up, Ron? Salute to you, brother. Okay. All right. I'm breezing through, guys. Stanley Mann in the building. Cavs are really deep with Strus back along with Nang and Ty Jerome. Jerome is having a career. Yeah. The Cavs got a lot going. Listen, don't get me wrong. I've since said the Cavs are legit. I'm not downplaying them. I'm just saying that they did have a nice weak schedule to start the season. And they also dealt with the fact that the East was horrible to start the season with a bunch of injuries and a bunch of underwhelming play. But guys are starting to get back into the swing of things. Teams are starting to play better. So we'll see as it goes. But I will say the Cavs are legit. And the way you know the Cavs are legit is just look at the stats that the Knicks have put up and you say, oh, man, look at these stats that the Knicks have. And then you look at the Cavs and their Cavs have done the exact same thing that the Knicks have done. So that showed me a lot. So got to show Cavs some love. They are real. Brahim is in the building. What's good, Brahim? Hope you're doing well, man. Let's get these next four and put the league on notice. I like that. I like the way you're thinking. Shout out to my guy, Mega NYK in the building. What up, Mega? Says salute and good afternoon to my guy, SKF Ron, and the chat. Salute to you, my brother. Hope you're doing well. J Money 318 is in the building. Salute, Ron. 6 in a row. This is only the beginning to our championship run. Let's go. I'm with you. That's what I'm talking about. Ricardo said Neighbors has a little bit of that wide receiver syndrome like the rest of them. It's all about me mentality. Yeah, he's kind of That's what I worried about. But he's always been that way, and they drafted him because they wanted a little pizzazz. It just is what it is, man. Like some of these guys are just that way, and unfortunately, the only thing you can do is surround them with a good team, and then expect and let him go out and do his thing. Go let him earn his money. If you're gonna be the braggadocious, the bravado guy, you got to do your thing. Right now, you can't really blame him because there's a lot of holes in this team. But once they plug up them holes, get him another quarterback, and fix that offensive line, I expect him to go to work. And if he don't go to work, then all that braggadocious stuff goes out the window. Because the guys who usually do the bragging and stuff, they ballers, man. So I expect to see it. Randu 1973 is in the building. Salute. Hope you had a Merry Christmas. Yes, I did, brother. Hope you and yours did as well. Appreciate you. Westchester Lester is in the building. That's right. Let's go. Shout out to you, my brother. Thank you for being a part of the SKF Army, as always. So want to see Shaman and Payne get more minutes. You want to see a little more champagne. I get it. Yeah, no, I hear you. Shaman actually, yeah, man. I definitely want to see more of Shaman. But I know that Tibbs is kind of bringing him along. We'll see. We'll see. Cam from the Kickback is in the building. What up, Cam? Says salute, Ron. Good afternoon, SKF fam. Boy, them Knicks rolling now. Winning games is all kinds of fashions. Very important not to live and die by the three. 100% agree with you, brother. They got to figure out ways to win games. Ugly, nasty. When the shot's not, they got to figure out because that's what you need in the playoffs, right? We saw what happened in the Indiana series, right? You know, we got blown out by them. Then we came back and blew them out because we were on fire. But when everything is not clicking, you got to figure out other ways to win games. Just Zoo's in the building. Let's go, Knicks. Let's go. Appreciate you, man. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being a part of the SKF Army. Salute to you. Robert Bruce is in the building. Salute, Robert. What's going on? Hope you're doing well. Still Knicks fan. Salute. Appreciate you. All right. All right. So let me just get through the last of this and wrap up because I want to get into the show. This is going to be an abbreviated show, guys. I apologize, but you know how it is. I keep telling y'all, don't get used to these 5-hour shows because I can't do 5-hour shows all the time. And I definitely can't do it today. I got to wrap this up by 1:45 today because I have to go do Dexter Henry's show at 2. So I want to make sure I'm available for that. And shout out to Dexter Henry. Always a good dude, man. Appreciate him. Let's see. Author Sunny Breeze Newell in the building. Salute to you. Oh, and by the way, guys, that's why I was running late today because I just got the text message from Dex and whatever. Shout out to you, Arthur. Hope you're doing well. What's good, Uncle Ron? Josh Hart has a career high in every category. Fact, he is out. He's our glue guy, 100%. It's crazy that you said that he has a career high in every category. He's been playing his best basketball in his career as a Knick. And you know what I hear? We're going to trade Josh Hart. Like, why do we keep putting Josh Hart in trade scenarios? For what? To me, this Knick team, see, I am not like everybody else when it comes to certain things. I feel like, you know, as good as Jalen Brunson is, as good as Karl Anthony Towns is, if you don't have Josh Hart on this team, I don't think this team wins as many games. I think Josh Hart is a huge piece of this team. He's the grit. He's the fire. You know what I mean? Like, you need that. Like, these are the intangible pieces that he is the Knicks Robert Horry. He may not be Mr. Big Shot, but he's Mr. Big Play. He's Mr. Hustle Play. He's Mr. Keep It Going. He's Mr. Big Rebound. You need that on a championship type team. You need guys that will go the extra mile or that give you that fire. And not only does it help to have him doing that, but he gets other people involved in it too. He gets them hype. He gets them going. We need that, man. I don't know. First off, if it was me, Josh Hart should never be going anywhere. Until Josh Hart doesn't play the way he's been playing, he is here. You know what I mean? Because you need that. We haven't had a Josh Hart type guy since the 90s, where we had a bunch of the guys that played that way, you know, that they gave it up on the court. We finally got one, and all we talk about is, oh, well, we might need to move him because of this and this and that. I don't want to move Josh Hart, so I don't know what that's about. Hey, shout out to my guy Jay Boogie in the building. What up, Jay Boogs? Appreciate you. He said, yo, 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 yo. Hello, Saturday in the voice, Mr. Ron providing still Nick facts. And shout out to my beautiful family. Happy holiday. Salute, salute, salute. 3 capital S's. Salute, my brother. Good to see you as always, bro. Blaze Brown is in the building. Respect, Ron. Respect to you, my brother. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Milkman 23 is here. He said, Ron, what's good? Salute to the chat. What's good, Milkman? Good to see you, bro. Hope you're doing well. Mets 2128 is in the, what up, Mets? Good to see you. It's been a minute. He said the link. Okay, all right. Let's see what we can do. I got you. Stacks different timing is in the building. You're Ron. What's good? Salute, man. Hope you're doing well. Happy holidays to everybody, man. Fritz Al Cinder is in the building. Salute. Get them likes up. What's going on, Fritz? Appreciate you, my brother. All right. I'm breezing through. Marvin Smith is here. Anyone asked to have Josh Hart traded need their head check? Yeah, I don't listen, man. I get it. You know, you got to figure out what's the best scenario for the Knicks to make a move. I'm just saying, Josh Hart is the one guy I think you got to have. You got a guy who is on, I mean, he's getting paid good money, right? But he's a guy that kind of helps put everything together. I do admit he's not perfect. There is some times where Josh kind of takes his focus off things and he's a little lackadaisical sometimes. Rarely. But like, you know, when I say that, I mean the times when he leaves a guy open for three who he thinks shouldn't be hitting the three and they hit the three. And then, you know, I don't like that because he does that sometimes and he does it multiple times. But when he gets going, when the fire is going, you can't, you know, make up for that. Like he just has something that some certain guys don't have. So yeah, but other than that, man, he's fantastic. I feel like he's the identity of the Knicks. You know what I mean? Like you got the best players in Cat and Jalen, and you know other really good pieces in OG and Mikal, but Josh Hart is the Knicks. He like embodies the Knicks. You got to have that, and as long as that guy is playing that way, you do not get rid of him. I'm gonna tell you something. You get rid of Josh Hart anytime soon. They're not going to get rid of him this year, but if they get rid of him next year, I'm going to tell you something. This Knicks team is going to lose it. It's not going to be the same Knicks team. And you're going to wonder, man, they put together all these good players, all these good pieces, but there's something missing. Yeah, that something missing is Josh Hart. You'll see. I hope that doesn't happen. I'm just saying. I just can't see it. I don't know. I'm sorry. I just can't see it. Julian Blum is in the building. What up, Julian? Good to see you, my brother. He says, salute, Ron, chat. Happy holidays. Salute to you, my brother. I hope you've been doing well. Hope thing has been treating you good. Life has been going in your favor. All right. I think I got through everybody except for Wesley Robinson. What's going on, Wesley? Good to see you. He said, peace and blessings, brother Ron. I'm checking in from Strong Island, New York. My condolences to the brother from Rochester, New York, killed by racist officers at the Marcy Correctional Facility in New York. Shake my head. Wow. Yeah. We live in a tough time, man. It's a tough time. I don't know. It's like every time you hope things get a little better, that we take a step back, something has to keep everything, you know, it's like we got to go through these lessons and have these horrible, horrific acts happen. You know, in order for us to continue to keep our eye on what life is. You know, I don't know what it is, man. It's horrific. Yeah. But appreciate you, bro. All right, guys, let me put the link out there because, like I said, this is kind of a little bit of abbreviated, but you know, I think still we'll have a good amount of time to chop it up. We still got about an hour and 15 to have a good conversation. So let me put that link out there. All right, let me get the phone lines going too. Yeah, make sure everybody. Okay. I hear you on that. That annoys me too. You be wilding out with them asses. Shout out to you, Darlene. Okay. So, just so you know, guys, just an idea of kind of the stuff I would love to talk about in today's show. Be nice if I had it up. Let's see what we got going on. Oh, I've reached my little limit here. Let me delete this old one. I need some extra space on this platform. Okay. One second, guys. I see y'all backstage. So, Knicks win 6 in a row. Knicks win without threes, which technically is not true. They did hit 4 threes, but I couldn't really fill all that in there. The Knicks win while shooting minimal threes, right? Mikal Bridges' resurgence continues. You know what I mean? He's still playing well. The month of December has been fantastic for him. Landry Shamet played about 10 minutes in the last game, looked really good in the 10 minutes, put up 7 points. It was nice to see that. Tibbs coaching moves. He has made some interesting moves lately in the past couple games that I'm like, okay, good to see. And do the Knicks need a trade? That's kind of what I want to touch on. If we have a chance to get to everything. All right, let me bring the fellas up here. But before I do that, let me just put this up there. Let me see. Let me share screen with you guys for this. Hopefully it plays okay. I've noticed that when I don't download stuff, it plays a little glitchy sometimes. But there's no time like the present, so I don't know. I'm just gonna play it. You guys get you get the idea. Let's go to Landry. Hold on. Let me switch this. All right. Just going to show Landry Shamet's highlights real quick. Just so, remember, Landry hasn't had a chance to really play. And so this is his first time getting at least a decent amount of minutes, 10 minutes, a little garbage time action. But, you know what I mean? You still get to see his fluidity out there. Take a look. There's, look at the pass. Landry in the corner over here for 3. Bang. Look at that. Look at all net. Wash. Woo, once again, show that again. Oh, wait, this is the another one. All right, this is up. Oh, right to the hoop. Okay. Showing a little athleticism. Okay. And then this is the steal. Yep. And then a nice little easy dunk. Let me take it easy, man. I ain't doing nothing. We up. Game over. Yeah, so I just wanted to show that real quick because that's the type of things that Landry Shamet can bring. You know what I mean? All right. Let me get this off the screen. My apologies, y'all. Okay, let me add everybody to the mix. What we got? Okay.
Salute.
What's happening?
Not much.
Hey, what's going on?
See you guys.
Salute.
All right, we got Fritz in the building. We got Jay, the chosen one, in the building. And we got Mets 2128 in the building. What's going on?
Not much. Just been getting swamped with a lot of wrestling content to work on.
Yes. It is a big time. I hear my wrestling fans having a good time, man. They're really excited about what's been going on lately. And shout out to everybody tuned in. We got 174 across all platforms. 154 on YouTube. Please smash that like button, and 20 on X. Please hit the like on whatever you can do, a heart or whatever on X. And shout out to those tuned in on Facebook. Lena Franklin, appreciate you. My guy Steven Crespo, what up, Steve? Appreciate you, my brother. Yeah, Matt. So what's on your mind, brother?
Well, while it's true this Knicks team has won 6 in a row, here's the thing. We're either dealing with garbage tier can fodder for the most part, or teams that are young up-and-comers. Granted, the latter of young teams that have dynamic players that are up-and-coming, the latter of which has been a bit of a hindrance for the Knicks this season. We've had losses against teams like that involving Chicago, Detroit, Atlanta, Houston. Almost had on Christmas Day with San Antonio.
True. So
the thing that worries me with age, with getting players that add age and not youth to the dynamic of the team this year. And why do I constantly chew Leon Rose up and spit him out for giving away draft picks like candy?
So here's the question. When you look at the Knicks team, right, what's the first thing that stands out to you? Like the first good thing about the Knicks team?
They at least have a center that's going to rebound on a regular with Cat, at least until Mitch gets back, and then things start going downhill. A little bit.
Okay. Is there anything else that stands out to you about this Knicks team?
We have another shooter in Mikal when he's on point.
Mm-hmm.
Because when Brunson is doing that hero ball BS, I call him out for a lot. It shows that he's overtaxing himself, and someone else has to pick up the weight. And more often than not, it's Bridges as opposed to Hart or OG at times. Though OG has been more prominent with it.
Okay. So, do you think that the Knicks have put themselves in a position where they have 4 different guys that can beat you on any given night in the starting lineup?
Yes.
Okay. Do you think the Knicks have the luxury of having Josh Hart playing the best basketball he's played in his career as a Knick this year?
Yes.
Okay. Do you think that the Knicks are in a fortunate position to have a guy in campaign who people weren't really counting on for that much to come off the bench and add energy and sometimes a huge spark for the team?
Yes.
Okay. And then do you think that the Knicks are also in a situation where they got a guy who's kind of in waiting, right? You know that he's kind of percolating. He hasn't really hit it yet, but you know he's shown glimpses that he can really take over and get hot and really add to this team because of especially what you saw him do in the playoffs last year in Deuce McBride.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So what I'm saying to you is you already know that the Knicks have some really, really good things happening for them. You have a coach that they already know how to play for. They know what he expects. And they're starting to really gain a sense of identity with how they play basketball. I know that, like once again, I said I understand that they played Orlando, who's kind of depleted, and Mo Wagner makes a really big difference. I didn't know he was done, but he makes a huge difference. That's fair.
He's
but
gone,
still,
gone.
Yeah, but
Half
still,
of the year.
yeah, he's done for the year apparently.
Yep.
So they still played in a fashion in which not only did they win the game, but they blew them out, which they should blow them out, but they did. You know what I mean? And sometimes the Knicks play down to their competition, especially in a game where they're not shooting well. The Knicks shot horribly from 3. And that's how they've been playing for the most part of the season. It's been a lot of 3-point shooting. So for them to win the way they did, to me, shows something. They still kept Orlando to around 85 points, whatever it was, 85, 88. I think it was 85, whatever. That's good defensively. Even though they may be depleted, still good. You know, I mean, it'd be worse if that team scored 100. Then you're like, man, they don't got nobody over there, and we still let them score 100. You know what I mean? I think there's good things to take from it. All I'm saying is give the team a little more time. This is the longest win streak the Knicks have been on all year, right? The most they've won before this was 4. Now they've won 6. They have a chance to win 7 tonight. I think we're in a nice space, Mets. I think we're going in the right direction. Everything's not perfect, but what I like is that the team is learning how to win in bad basketball. You know what I mean? You got to win bad basketball games. And for the whole thing that you said about, which is true, them playing like underachieving teams or like the bottom of the barrel type teams.
Or teams that are rising out of it, like the Rockets, the Pistons, the Spurs.
Well, but the Rockets aren't a bad team, though.
Well, that's why they spent years up until around last year in the bottom of the barrel, and now they're starting to claw. They've really gotten as far as to claw their way back up. That's why I meant like dynamic up at the really high risers. I mean, do I think the Rockets are playing a little over their paywall? Yes.
Okay, but here's the thing. The other thing to look at is whether or not the Rockets are doing that or not. The Rockets are 21-10. All right. Now we've been talking about the Rockets getting better every year because we saw that there's guys on there that are talented. And if you look at the team that they have, they're not like the Rockets are no longer a bad team, guys. That's it. The Rockets are a good team now. They are. So we got to accept it. It's just like we had to accept that Indiana was finally becoming a better team, even though they don't look that good this year, but they were looking good last year. Orlando healthy is a good team. They're just not healthy. So
Detroit, as if you call this healthy, they're actually looking competent this season.
As you know, in time, the teams are going to be good, like the Rockets. I mean, the Rockets are better though, but Detroit is getting. Detroit has already beaten some really good teams this year. The Atlanta Hawks. Everybody kept thinking Atlanta's trash. I don't like Atlanta. I don't like Rayford Trae Young. I can't fault the fact that that team is getting better, and they're beating good teams.
And they've beaten us twice.
They beat us twice. They beat the Cavs twice. They beat Boston. They beat other teams too. I think they beat. What did they beat Memphis the other day, or was it Lakers? I don't know. They beat teams,
and they're constantly on the playoff chase. Constantly.
Always. So we got to respect these teams, man. You know what this is? This is for the last 2-3 years. Every year, every time we talk about the Knicks, there's always people like, oh, well, you know, the Knicks are good, but you know, the rest of the East is getting better. And every year we have to deal with it and watch the Knicks play better than these teams. This is the first year I will say that the East looks like it's starting to get better. It hasn't gotten like fully yet, you know what I mean? But you can see teams are now starting to not be horrible anymore. They're starting to get better. And it, you know, it's time.
Even if some, like, say, Philadelphia, Toronto, they are starting to fall a bit off the cliff.
True, but Toronto, you also got to look at their roster, their talent. Like, they got some issues over there. They need to kind of reconstruct what they got going on. They've dealt with some injuries, but they also don't have enough talent. And that's their own fault. They got rid of people. So, but whatever. It is what it is. I don't want to spend too much time on it, but you know what I'm saying? All I'm trying to say, Mets, is we are going in the right direction. You got to give it some time. Yes, the Knicks are beating up on bad teams, but it's our time. It's our time to beat up on bad teams because Boston had a light schedule to start the season, and the Cleveland Cavaliers had a horribly light schedule. Like, they were beating up on bums for the first part of the season. They got fat, and look at their record now. It's time for the Knicks to get that same thing. So, you know, let's not shortchange.
Especially when you consider that the next 3 games on paper for the Knicks are gimmies. 2 with Washington and 1 with Utah before we get a legit threat with Oklahoma City.
Well, and we already know the Utah game is no gimme because Utah beat us last time. So, if anything, we need to win that game.
I actually forgot about that.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, it's good to hear from you. Go ahead, Jay.
So, yeah, look, NBA team. People who make the NBA on purpose. Whether you have a good team or a bad team or you have a complete team is a different story. Everybody has a team that has a player that could be, right, an all-star in some sort of sense. They might not be a superstar, but they can be an all-star. I think the fact is that we are so gun-shy as Knicks fans because we haven't won in so long that it's so hard to see the beauty in the artistry right now. We are looking good. There's no reason to shoot down the coast or shoot down what we're doing right now. That team that we just played right now, and notice that, and there's no direct shot. I'm a Mets fan, right? We haven't won in a long time in the Mets. So boo to the dad of Crims. but what I'm gonna say is, and that's all love. What I'm gonna say is same thing with the Mets. I think that what the effect that you're seeing right now, Ron, is the fact that we're not used to pretty things. So we want, like, a lot of times people who they want to see like what's broken rather than what's good. And I'm right now in my life, I don't know, maybe it's because I'm getting older, I don't know what it is, but I'm choosing to see all the good stuff that's happening. Yes, we threw out a lot of draft picks. That pissed me off in the beginning too. But the fact of the matter is, when you asked him, did he like what Bridges was doing, and he said yes, that's where the draft picks went. So, like, you know, and then a draft pick is only what it is, right? Some look at way the Knicks have drafted over our lifetime after Ewing and Jackson, right? Think about the Knox. Think about the kid, I forgot, the second or third junior, I forgot his name, right before Knox.
Junior or Ntilikina.
Even them, that's a great example. We keep, and I read something the other day. I was watching it actually about who was in the draft right after the pick that we had. So we're not necessarily going to you know, watch your mouth, David. I thought we fixed this. Watch your mouth. All right. So we're not necessarily going to pick well either. So when we're throwing draft capital at teams, the other day Bridges won that game. You think that that the Spurs aren't a talented team because they were that kid Wemby is the future of the entire NBA. All right, the entire NBA. He's 9 feet tall. He can shoot. You understand? He blocks anything that you put up. Right? He's the true unicorn. We thought Porzingis was going to be. This is exactly what we thought we were going to get, and he showed it. And they were smart to bring a Chris Paul on that team to curate this young fella into stardom, to be honest. Mm-hmm. And they got a whole bunch of other very athletic players on their team that, you know, the Castle kid and a couple of the other young people.
That's so
Johnson, right? So look, it was a good win. It was a good win. We won. You know, we won. I didn't like that we beat Charlotte by 1, but we won. You know, you ever heard you didn't call back for it, but the ball went in? It went in. We scored. So sometimes you gotta take a look at it. Like the whole Tibbs talk coming out. We got him. He's a Knick right now. Got to root for him. Pray that he does the right choices. Pray that we bring it further. I'm gonna tell you 100% for a fact. If he don't bring us past at least the Eastern Conference Finals, he's in the hot seat. And that's just the truth. But we got a squad, man. And if you're a certain ilk, you've never seen a team like this. And even if you are from that certain ilk, you might never ever seen a starting five like this. So that's the best way I can see it, you know. And going into this new year, one of my things is positivity over anything. And the fact of the matter is that Bridges, the guy we threw all the picks to, basically won that game over the future face of the NBA.
That's facts.
And I gave Bridges a hard time. I gave Leon a hard time. I wasn't sure. I thought they should have threw all those picks at Kessler. But Danny Ainge, he doesn't play fair. So we got Bridges. He's a Knick. I root for him. So we got to root for who we have. If we're really Knicks fans, whatever team you root for, I mean, the Yankees are going to be in last this year, but whatever team you root for, you gotta pull for them. I don't care if you get a player from a rival team. That's always been one of my pet peeves, right? if we sign somebody from another team, get like the Nets, like we just got. I'm like, oh, I don't want that. But now we're growing up. We got to look at the player. The person's an individual. They don't have that choice. They got signed and drafted there.
Yep.
You know.
That's
So,
listen, that's a good point. That's a good point, Jay. I think you're right about that.
Yeah, and I'm gonna save my comment, but because I saw the last thing you have on your thing, but I do think we need a big man, and I'll tell you, we'll talk about that later.
No doubt. Okay.
Right.
Cool. Shout out to the chat once again. Appreciate you guys, but y'all know what that means. Shout out to the Milkman. Thank you for the generous super chat, my brother. Appreciate you. He says 6 in a row, going on 8. Washington twice. Let's get it, Knicks family. Happy holidays to the SKF fam. Appreciate you, Milkman. Thank you so much for the generous super chat. Like I said, you guys never have to do this stuff, but I do appreciate it. So thank you so much. Shout out to AP in the building. What up? Appreciate you. Stream Elements let us know that we got another subscriber. Snoosh8 in the building. Appreciate you. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for being here. Shout out to Hayden Lewis in the building. Salute. Says, should the Knicks pursue after Bol in exchange for Sims or Alex Len for Sims? I like Bol because he has height and length that can compete against opposing teams that are considered long. Well, shout out to you, Hayden. Good to see you. My only thing about a guy like Bol is just that I don't consistency is an issue for me with him. So everything I've seen about him, I mean, yes, he's got all the talent in the world. He can do all these different things on the court. I always look at his consistency. Even when he was with Orlando and they had nobody, mind you. When he was over there, he had a moment to be the dude, right? Not that they had nobody, but guys weren't stepping up. Franz was kind of like right there, but he didn't really take over. Paolo was still a rookie. You know what I mean? But when I looked at Bol's numbers, he had a great month, then he had a terrible month, then he had a terrible month, then he had a terrible month, then he had a great month. And I'm like, what? I thought this dude was a monster. But you actually look at his numbers, then you look at his overall shooting from 3. He was like shooting 33%. And then I looked at the other months, he was shooting 13%, 20-something%. I'm like, what is this? I thought this guy was phenomenal. So, you know, that's the type of guy that you get, and then you get him over here and you're like, oh, I thought he was going to be so much better. Yeah, Bol will surprise you. So I care more about consistency rather than ability. You know what I mean? The guys can have all the talent in the world, but if you can't be consistent with it, you just come over here and then we'll be looking like, how can we trade you? You know what I mean? Like, so
Bol.
Yeah, that's the only issue I have with Bol. He's just not consistent enough for me. But I hear you though. I mean, the Knicks may need to make a move. We'll see. We're going to talk about it, and we got our resident, NBA economy guy here to give us some thoughts as well. What's going on, Fritz? How you doing, brother?
Doing good. Just enjoying the wins.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I see you going big time today. We got to do it. We definitely got to support and tune in. And watch the episode. I think it comes out tomorrow, right?
I don't know. He might. I don't know. I don't know his schedule when he does the weekend shows. He might release it later tonight. I'm not sure.
Okay.
But
okay.
I guess I'll post some type of tweet or something whenever I find out when he's going to drop it.
Okay.
Appreciate you.
Just thinking, just hearing everybody's comments. It seems like everybody still has the Knicks PTSD. You know what I mean? Everybody. I've been a fan since like '90, and yeah, things seem to go wrong. So everybody's kind of trying to look at those problems and see if we can fix them. But I think when it comes down to it, the Knicks are looking at those top 4 teams in the East, and as long as in the end of the day that if we can match up with them in the playoffs, that's what matters. Right now we got some real unique talents. We're not a superstar team like some of these other teams, so we're just gonna have to find these unique talents and find the right game plan. And I know we got to beat up on these little teams in the time being. So I think right now we just need to tune the team to play how we want, and hopefully in the deadline we could get one of these Josh Hart power-up moves like we did the last couple of years, or that, just one guy who could make an impact that doesn't cost you an arm and a leg. So hopefully that happens during the deadline.
Muted, Ron.
Oh, if we could get another Josh Hart type guy, thank you. I'd be very happy with that, but I just don't want to give up on the Josh Hart guy that we already have. I love Josh Hart.
That was kind of
Can't get rid of Josh Hart.
I can't see Josh Hart going anywhere right now. I honestly don't. Like, I really think, how we love to throw guys in there. I've done it myself. Like I've said before, like, to me, RJ Barrett, when RJ was here, was like the heart and soul of the Knicks, because I just felt like, he was a young guy. He had some fire in his belly. He wasn't Josh Hart fire, but like he made me feel like, hey, that's my guy. So I used to give him that title, right? But the only guy in recent years that I've given that title to that has really earned it has been Josh Hart. Like, Josh Hart is the fire. He is the soul of this Knicks team. Jalen Brunson is the captain. I get it, all the stuff that comes with it. But Josh Hart, when Josh Hart is going, when he gives you that grit, like, you feel like everybody could be Josh Hart when he's out there. You know what I mean? He just gives you that, like, he's one of us. And so I just don't know how you can get rid of a guy like that. I do understand that he's a sexy piece right now, but everybody on the Knicks is a sexy piece. We make these guys into sexy pieces. Shout out to Tom Thibodeau. Once again, man, Tom Thibodeau got these guys playing.
Is there a certain rumor that bothers you?
Any rumor that has Josh Hart's name in it bothers me.
I agree 100%.
It don't matter which rumor it is, bro. But if I hear Josh Hart's name, I'm like, because to me, when I was watching this New York Knicks team, when they were really trying to find themselves, when we had RJ, when we had Quickly, when we had Grimes, and we had Julius, and these guys were starting to play better, we were like, oh man, this is the future of this Knicks team. And then everybody was like, oh, why does he play the rest of the kids? Like, when we were starting to look like we were getting it going, and then they, made the move to bring in Jalen Brunson, and then they made the trade to bring in Josh Hart, and everybody's like, well, what is Josh Hart really for us? And then Josh Hart started to show us who he was. I was like, this is the answer. And hold on, let me just pick up this call and I'll continue. Caller, hold on 1 second. Let me get right back to you. Let me just finish this thought, but I appreciate you for being here. Hold on 1 second. The point was, when they brought Josh Hart in and he started to play for the Knicks and he started to get comfortable, we started to then win games in the fourth quarter, those tough, down, dirty games, and we were making the right decisions with the ball. Because the other thing about Josh Hart is, we know Josh Hart can be erratic. He makes the jump passes sometimes. Sometimes he gets a little wild with the passes, but for the most part, he was more solid at the time with the ball in his hands in the fourth quarter than Julius was. Say what you will about Julius. You guys know one of the knocks on Julius is in crunch time, sometimes he would make, poor decisions. Having Josh over here, along with Jalen Brunson, gave us more IQ, and we were making smarter basketball moves. To me, that was one part of the difference, and the other difference was his heart, his hustle, changed our team from the mentality of we're just going out there and playing basketball to we're going and getting it. Now we got heart. Now we're the team. That's when I came up with this, guys. I mean, I don't know if I came up with it. It might have come from somewhere else. Who knows? But I feel like I've been running with it. All heart, no quit. That's where it came from. That changed us as Knicks fans watching what we had out there, and it changed us as a Knicks team. I can't get rid of Josh Hart. I'm sorry. Okay. Anyway, caller, thank you for being here. You are on with SKF Know the Ledge. Your name and where you're calling from.
Yeah, hello. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, hi. This is Ice Water. I'm originally from Brooklyn. I live in North Carolina now.
Dope.
It's like me.
I've been a Knicks fan all my life. This is actually my first time watching this show. I usually call on another show, but this is my first time actually watching the show.
Oh, wow, dope. Thank you for being here.
Salute.
Yeah, just want to give you brothers props. I've been listening to you. and very sound content. I'll be looking in the future. I'm always searching for good Knicks content because I'm, like I said, I'm a huge Knicks fan. I'm not one of those Stephen A. Smith, Spike Lee Knicks fans. I am a true Knicks fan. So I really appreciate the dialogue, really appreciate the conversation. I'll continue to watch, keep it up. I'll call, whenever I can, but I appreciate the content. Thank you very much.
No, thank you for being here. Is there anything you wanted to say other than that? Like, was there something you wanted us to talk about or something you had on your mind?
No, nothing. Like I said, I'm really enjoying the season so far. Mm-hmm. There's some pieces on the bench that I wish that we could, upgrade just a little bit. Mm-hmm. But as far as everything is going so far, really, I'm really happy with the way things are going.
Okay.
The schedule has been kind, so far. So,
right.
It's helped bring some continuity to the team, mm-hmm. With the soft schedule. But I'm very happy with the way that the season's going so far. And, like I said, keep up the good work, guys. Appreciate it.
Thank you, man. Thank you for calling in. Appreciate you, Ice Water. Look forward to having you, call in the future or just be in the chat showing love. Appreciate you, man.
Hey, man. Happy New Year. Welcome aboard, man. This is a great place. Ron runs a great show. And you should also check out my man, Shaw below him. Has a great show after tonight.
Yeah,
we'll do.
Yeah, Knicks Real Talk. Please show him some love, man. Thank you. Thank you once again, Ice Water. Have a great rest of your day, brother.
Thank you.
Continue to tune in.
You too. Happy New Year.
Same to you,
Happy New Year, brother.
Yeah, I mean, this is like John always says it, man. And eat your food. Don't play around with it. And if the Knicks gonna get a soft schedule right now, they got to take care of business. Don't just, it is what it is. It's one of them moments where it's their time. Everybody's time is going to go up and down. The Knicks schedule gets a lot tougher in the month of February going into March, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe it's end of January. I don't know. But they're going to have their moments too. It is what it is. But right now, they got to beat these teams that are in front of them that, we can get fat on. Why not? Everybody else has done it. It's the Knicks time. And let the Knicks start to separate themselves, because that's what this whole thing is about. All these good teams that you talk about, if you look at their schedules, yes, they some of them have beaten good teams, but for the most part, they get fat on the bad teams. So it's no different. It's no different. And the West Coast teams, once again, just like I was talking about Boston and Cleveland, how they were eating against the East. The West Coast was eating against the East too. They were cooking the East early. So yeah, everybody's time to get fat, and other teams about to come back down to earth as we go. I'm gonna tell you something. A month from now, that it's already starting to kind of take shape, but a month from now, you will definitely know who is your contenders for the championship later in the season. We're gonna see in a month. We'll definitely know. But right now, you can kind of already see it. But you get it. Like there's certain. I'm not gonna go too crazy with it because I've seen teams have really good starts to the season, even teams you don't expect, like Utah. Remember, let's not forget how Utah came out the gate last year, blazing. Right. And we know how they finish because we know who Utah is. So that's all I'm saying.
And they got a good team. Like, people don't realize that. Like, just because their record says one thing doesn't mean that Colin Sexton, Laurie Marketing, and Kessler and all these guys can't play basketball.
Right.
You know?
It's true. You
That's a hell of a center, and he's off the bench. We
That's
want him.
I mean, yeah, I love the fact that Kessler's coming off the bench doing what he's doing. That's incredible, and that's perfect for this Knicks team. If we could get Kessler without giving up too much, I would love to get. But we don't. Honestly, guys, look,
Mitch.
We don't have what Danny Ainge wants.
They don't want Mitch. Though.
They don't want Mitch. So, and Mitch is our biggest trade piece. And you don't want to give up something you don't want to give up and then still be stuck with the stuff that ain't really working for you. What would be the point? Like, you know what I mean? That doesn't make sense. The point is to give up something to give up a guy. Like, I want Mitch to be here, but I also want Mitch to play. And I'd rather if Mitch ain't going to play, rather have him go somewhere else. You know what I mean? Like, I can hope all I want, but the real is the real. When he comes here in January or February, if he can't play the way we expect him to play, or if he gets hurt again, then he's out for we're done. And those, not that, you know, the Knicks can still have a good season, but I'm saying we're done with Mitch. Like, guys don't get too many shots in this league. Mitch he's got a lot of shots. So
right, he's kind of like borderline done. You know, like it's let's see what you do, and if you don't do it, it's over.
Yeah,
in my opinion.
I hear you. I hope for the best. Sha, what's your thoughts about this whole thing with Mitch and just, you know, one of the things we're going to talk about, we can talk about it right now, is like, and then I know Jay was holding his thoughts on it. Knicks making a trade. Do you feel like the Knicks need to make a trade?
Thank you, Ron, for having me on. Thank you, Mets, for being on. Fritz, what's going on, Jay? I don't think the Knicks do anything, at least this year. I don't think they want to come off of Precious Achiuwa. I don't think they can make a move for Mitchell Robinson right now. If they do make a move, maybe it might be Simmons, but that's like something that's going to be like really bilateral. Nothing bringing back no players, maybe some second round picks or something like that. So I think they see what Mitch has for the rest of the year. If he gets hurt again, or if he plays out the whole year and commands 11 offensive rebounds and 6 points in that second unit, then that's what we'll have. You know, either one of the two mediums, all the way. If he doesn't come back all the way where we think, or he comes back and he beats phenomenal for us on the second unit. So that's where I see. I don't think they want to let go of Precious, especially the way he's stepping up in game, where he's playing defense right now, blocking shots, rebounding the basketball. He's a perfect substitute for OG off the bench. I don't think they go anywhere from him. I know they ain't trained Deuce McBride, and all those rumors about Josh Hart being moved. That's Tom Thibodeau's son, nephew, grandson, whatever you want to call him. He's part of his kin folks. I don't think he's going anywhere anytime soon. And for the other guys, OG and Mikal, Tom Thibodeau loves Mikal Bridges. If you don't understand why Tom Thibodeau loves Mikal Bridges, look how many minutes he's putting him on the court. Look how many minutes of all the, like last game. Last game, a lot of players played under 35 minutes. Mikal, another game of 41 minutes again. He loves Mikal. He loves what he's starting to do, what he's starting to shoot the basketball. He's one of our most consistent Knicks on this team. And no one even mentions that. He's one of the most consistent Knicks. He's always doing a double-digit scoring. He's always getting about 4 rebounds. He's always getting about 3 assists. He's always getting about 2 steals. He's always getting about 1 block. And now his defense is getting better. I don't think we make a trade this year. It'd probably be a little more feasible after the year's over. If they want to move Mitch, you know what I mean? They can move probably 12 million. Especially, it'll be easier to move Mitch if he comes back and he does great or does good. He doesn't even have to do great. If he does good, he stays on the court and seems to be still some reminiscences of what he was in years prior when he was on the court, then it'll be easier to move him. I think we roll with what we got. You know what I mean? If there is a trade, I don't see it right now. There's some good names out there. You know, there's some good moves that you could move Mitch for and stuff like that. And all the, speculation out there about Mitch can't get moved because he's on the injury reserve. You know who got moved last year that was on the injury reserve that got hurt and then played into the second game of the year? Julius Randle. So don't say that he can't get moved and sit on their bench and accrue their money and maybe be one of their options to trade away for $12 million on another team. So with that being said, and one more major thing that I want to say about last night's game, man. Last night's game, I was doing the Knicks last night missed 10 free throws. The Knicks had more turnovers than they had assists last night. And they shot 4 for 50 for 3-point shot last night. And they beat this team last night by 25 points. So if you don't think this Knicks team is getting better with their defense, one thing, if you watch the game, defense is also part of rebounding the basketball, limiting teams to 1 shot, and they did that perfect last night. They limited the shot. They grabbed the rebound. They got a steal. They got another steal. They got another rebound. And that's how they built on their scoring that they had all in the point last night. I think they were 63% from the field goal percentage last night. So just imagine if we would have hit our free throws last night. We'd have beat these guys about 37 points last night. So I don't think they make any trades. I think they stay pat with what they got. If Mitch comes back and it's a bonus where Tom Thibodeau has this circle of trust that he loves, and he can run a 10-man juggernaut offense where you can have Cat and Mitch, they're already doing commercials. Cat and Mitch already doing commercials. AMG, the movie, they're doing commercials. So can't you see? I don't know. Maybe it's just me, and I'm just a Knicks fan this year because this team is very special, man. They do special things, and they're learning how to win. They're learning how to become a good team, and soon they're going to learn how to become a great team, and that can all happen in this season coming up.
Yep, facts, Sha. Appreciate you, man. Let me see. I got my brother backstage. Before I get to him, let me just do a little bit more house cleaning. Shout out to my guy Crim's dad in the building. Just gifted one Still Knicks Fans membership. Man, I gotta tell y'all, man, y'all are eating because of Crim's, man. You know, he has definitely been gifting these gift memberships to y'all. I hope y'all appreciate it, continue to support, and continue to keep them going. But either way, man, I'm hopefully going to be doing some content tomorrow. I know I said that last week, but it is the holidays, and I did get kind of caught up with stuff, so I apologize. But tomorrow, I plan on doing some content for the members only. So stay tuned. I have the only thing I need to figure out is what I'm going to call it. So, but other than that, man, definitely tune in. You guys will see it. And then I'm thinking about doing some other members only content that it's not going to stay exclusive. It'll probably be one of those things where I'll do it on Sundays, and so the members will be able to see it on Sunday, and then I'll release it to everybody else by Wednesday. So at least the members get it early. You know what I mean? But because I don't want to limit the content either for everybody, but I do want to give special content to the members only. So we'll see. We're going to keep working this out and figuring out better ways to do this stuff. So
you could just invite them over to your house, you know.
A members only.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Yes, yeah. Yeah, man. So let me thanks.
Crims, throw one in my way. I'll catch you. I'll catch you, Crims, right here.
And so who was the recipient of this? I think I had it here. Shout out to, hold on. I just had it. Where did it go? Come on, Ron. Let's go, baby. Where is it? Oh my God. Okay, I remember. I don't see it, but the point is, shout out to JT Riddick. You are the newest member of the SKF Army. Shout out to Crim's dad for the gift membership. So JT Riddick, you just received that. So hopefully you like the content as we go forward. Appreciate you, brother.
Ron, let me just say something. I would have done this a long time ago, but with holidays and after beating cancer and spending all my money in my to save my life, I've told myself, don't spend what you don't need to spend. Pay your house bills, pay your mortgage, pay your, But I think that's a fantastic thing that Crims is doing, and people should really appreciate that to people. Like that's a really dope thing. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah. No, shout out to Crims, man. He's a really good dude, and I'm not saying that because he's doing that. I'm saying it because of his participation, for the love he shows the show, and he shows in other social media platforms like X and stuff. He's dope. He's dope. So I appreciate him. Like I said, none of you guys have to do this type of stuff, but I do appreciate it because I understand that even what Crims is doing is not just about supporting me. He's supporting the show, because he's gifting memberships to others so that they can benefit from certain things that are part of the show. Makes it even more. So I really appreciate what he's doing. So shout out to Crims once again. Appreciate it.
That's dope.
Shout out to Michael Caputo. Thank you for being here. He said Knicks fans still have PTSD. It's crazy. I know they haven't won since 1973, but come on. Appreciate you, Michael.
Shit, that's the truth.
C Dad says, I thought we drafted the next Josh Hart. Listen, And if you're talking about Kevin McCullers Jr., let me just say something, man. I got to see Kevin McCullers Jr. suit up first. This dude has had that knee injury. I'm a little worried about it because he's been hurt for a minute. So I don't know nothing. I'm just saying he got the skills, but I would love to see it.
Just saying.
Just saying. Anyway, but I hear you. Shout out to Stream Elements once again. Thanks for subscribing to Walter Bird. Appreciate you, Walter. Thank you for being a part of the team. Appreciate you. Shout out to D Grant in the building. Looks like the 4 old musketeers. Yeah, listen, we making moves up here. Chris Rose in the building. Salute. Appreciate you. Let's get those likes up. And Annie K had a question. How do we know if we are a complete team if we haven't beaten the league's best team yet? That's a fair point. And that's why I say the Knicks continue to grow and get better and to gel. And that's why I keep saying we can only get better because we can. We still haven't showed that yet. You're right. That's one of those things that we haven't had a chance to show. Imagine we've only, really touched the surface. There's still a lot of basketball left. It's an 82 game season. We got a lot of tests in front of us, and we have a lot of opportunity to show that we've improved. And even, listen, the next time we play Boston, even if we lose to Boston again, I want everybody to understand that this is all something that the Knicks can learn from. I'm not saying we will lose to Boston. I'm just saying even if we do, as long as we don't get blown out the way we did the first time, then we've made strides. We've made change. We can have a close game. We could have a fire game against Boston and lose, but that shows you that we're getting that much closer to where they're at. Because the point is not just to beat Boston. Anybody could beat Boston. Boston's lost to teams that really have no business beating Boston. We want to be right there with Boston so that every time we play Boston, we have a chance to beat them. That's what we want. So just saying, guys. Anyway.
I believe we're there, man.
We might be. I'm still holding court. We'll see. Let me get my guy up here. Jay Buggy! What's up, player?
What's going on, my brothers? Good early afternoon to you, gentlemen. Blessed health, happiness, happy holidays. Still going on. Happy holidays are gonna go on each and every day. Any day you wake up, that's a holiday. That's another day. So happy holidays again. Hope everybody had a beautiful Christmas, and I hope you gave yourself a round of applause for what you done, the hard work you done, to provide your gifts and everything for your household, your loved ones, and everything that you done. And I know they appreciate it because me as fans, I appreciate you all. And I know I have never seen a bad under the orange and blue, person, or been on a show with them, or in a chat, or at a game with them. So I don't know any bad, people, that Jay Boogie has come across in the orange and blue. So shout out to the amazing chat. To my man Ice Water, wherever you're at in North Carolina, if you can find a way to DM, see if we can, link together, because I got some other things going on that's going to happen here in the city. So I'm going to go ahead and let Ron get to that phone.
Just call up. Hold on 1 second. Caller, you are on live with SKF Know the Ledge. Your name and where you calling from?
Ron, what's up? This your boy Stacks, different timing.
Hey, what up, Stacks? What up, Stacks? Can you give me 1 second? Let me let Jay Boogie finish his thought, my brother. Give me one.
No, sir. That call is important. No, sir.
Okay. I appreciate you, Jay Boogie. I'm gonna get right back to you.
Sir.
Brother.
Yes, sir.
All right, Stacks. What's going on, bro? How you doing?
What's up, Ron? What's up to the panel? What's up, chat? I just wanted to drop this on your mind real quick. Like, Boston traded their heart and soul before they won the championship. Would y'all agree to that?
Ooh, oh, I see where you going. Oh, Stack. Okay, continue. Yes, I agree.
Would y'all agree?
Yes.
I only think of one or two people I would trade Josh Hart for right now. One or two people. And that's Aaron Gordon or Draymond Green. That would fit the star five perfectly. I wanted to ask y'all, what do y'all think that trade would be? I think the trade for us would be, we have to trade Mitchell Robinson and Josh Hart. Because the Celtics got Drew Holiday and Christopher Porzingis, and for Holiday, for Smart, Williams, and Brogdon. So what would y'all think the trade for us would be if because that's we're gonna have to be thinking about that in the future if we're trying to win a championship. Like those are the trades we're gonna be talking about. If we're trying to win a championship, like realistically, y'all. Because Hart is a good player, but we know there's players out there that's better than him. It's not a lot of players that's better than him.
Sure.
But you have to get a player that's better than him if you're gonna trade John Hart. If you're gonna trade.
Right.
That's all I wanted to say to you guys.
Hey man, Stacks, thank you for the call, man. I appreciate that. You really blew it up.
No problem,
man. You
man.
blew it up with that one.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
We're gonna talk about it, brother.
Happy New Year, brother.
Happy New Year, bro. Oh, damn it, Stacks. Gotta hit us with that. All right, hold on.
I have an answer, but
I know you do.
Me too. Me too.
Yes, it's one of my people. Let's go. Let me bring our guy in here. Juan, what's going on, brother? So all right, everybody, hold on to your thoughts on this question because this is interesting. Stacks just blew it up in here. I'm gonna get back over to Jay Boogie so Jay Boogie continue what he's talking about. Damn it, Stacks. This is gonna give me some time to think about my answer. Go ahead, Jay Boogie. What's going on, brother?
Oh, I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm just gonna follow with the protocol. I think y'all was talking about Mitch a little bit earlier, right? So this is where I'm at with Mitch. I think Mitch is gonna come back and he's gonna put on. This is what I feel and I believe, and reason why I feel that way because last season when he was injured, you know what I'm saying, and we thought that we was gonna, let him sit out, get some money back, and do other things. You know what I'm saying? The league and the office, they forced him back. I believe he came back before he was really ready to go. This year, we don't have that over our head lingering like he's being forced and he's in a rush to get back. And long as that's not happening, I think he can really, get his, proper, treatment, his proper recovery, and everything that he needs to make the Knicks that much better as a team. This is just Jay Boogie's personal feeling. I just know last year he got rushed back, and when he got injured, a lot of us were saying he already limping. We weren't even ready to come back and all this and that. So I just think that if he comes back healthy and ready to go, I think that's going to play a major part. Seeing him next year, they're letting him sit and chill long as he can. And that's good for us, because we're not forced to make a move. We don't want what? We on a winning streak. We top 3 in the East. We top 5 in the league. And we still can get more better. But I just think, when Mitch comes back, I think it's going to be the proper timing and it's going to be the right timing, far as the Knicks. But that doesn't say that he cannot be in trade considerations and everything. That doesn't say that. But I just think sitting and watching, like when he came back and he knew he had lost that starting job, he came out like he had something to prove. You know what I mean? So I think right now he got something else to prove, and in due time we'll see. Maybe that'll be a great New Year's, gift for us all. That Monster Mitch is back.
My question is, can Mitch stay healthy when he gets back? Because that's been his biggest issue. Running gag. Ankles get blown out. He's out for months on end.
It's very true. It's very true, Mets. And I think that's kind of what Jay Boogie was saying. He might have rushed. And to what I think Mitch might have alluded to that too. He said this year, this is what he said when he first got hurt. I'm not coming back until I'm fully healthy. That's what he said. So I hope that he understands that too, that he's thinking, listen, every time I come back, because remember, the thing about Mitch is the last time when he got back, towards the end of the season when we had him, he got hurt about a week or two after, like he tweaked something, right? So, I mean, we all point to the fact that Joel Embiid took him out of here, but he did tweak something a little bit before that. Now, he was able to come back and continue to play, and he was all right. But I'm just saying, like, he needs to be healthy, you know what I mean? He needs to come back when that thing is healed up and he's ready to go. And quite honestly, I hate to say it, and I don't want to be that guy, but if I'm being real here, we're trying to win the championship. It might be time. Like this might be Mitch's last year as a Knick. Like no matter what happens, I don't know. I just don't know going forward, because when you hurt and you have something that continues to ail you, it don't get better. Like if it every year you get hurt in his ankles and it's going to keep happening. And he's tall. He's a 7-footer. And as you know, with his metabolism, as he gets older, you guys know metabolism ain't as quick anymore. You start to put on a couple extra pounds here or there. You know, it just is what it is. I just worry about it, man. I want this Knicks team to win. I want Mitch to be a part of it, but I also want them to not have to continue to have this whole thing lingering over them as a franchise every single season. Oh, what are we going to do at center? Oh, we need a backup center. Oh, what's going on with Mitch? Oh, when is Mitch coming back? Oh, when Mitch comes back, he gets hurt again. Oh, you know what I mean? Over and over and over. I would like us to get away from all of this finally. Either he gets healthy enough that he can be out there on the court. Maybe he's got to be on a minute restriction. I don't know what it is. They need to ice him down, hit him with the cortisone. I don't know what it is. I want Mitch to be a part of this team, but he's got to remain as healthy.
That man needs to take steroids and a whole bunch of other stuff.
He needs to call Lawrence Taylor. No, I'm just joking. Don't do that.
Right. He needs
don't do that.
I honestly believe he need to be on a diet right now. I think he need to be changing the way he eat. I think he needs to lose weight. You know, I don't think all that, you know, putting on muscle, you know what I'm saying? Strength and muscles, you know, they can equal out to be the same thing, but they're really separate things. You don't have to put on muscle to get strength. You know, whatever your core is saying. And one thing about it, I don't think he never had his core right. I think they bulked him up and wanted him to get bigger and muscle and stronger. And I don't think that never fitted him, you know. Putting on extra, when he came in, he was fast, quick, shifty and everything, you know. But when they decided, you know, you'll put some muscle, some weight on you know what I'm saying? I think that's when all the the things that started happening. You know, muscle and extra weight is not built for everybody's body. Shout out to Reggie Miller, Mike Jordan, all y'all. Y'all go ahead and hit that iron. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stay jumping this rope, keep my core straight, and have my win and make y'all chase me around this court. You know what I'm saying? Rip Hamilton, he never got big. You know what I'm saying? It's players in the KD. I ain't for what? You know, I got skill sets. So muscle is not always good for the right situation and for the right people, even if you think, you know, I know you're targeting Embiid. I know that. But I just don't think muscle was made for him. Just like muscle wasn't made for Porzingis, and wanted him to put muscle on it. You know what I'm saying? You know, that extra weight, that extra tear on your ankles, your knees, and all, and your body's not used to that. You know, it could cause, you know, serious damage, you know, and serious injuries that you can never recover from. You know what I'm saying? Because you just adding more wear and tear on them. But that's just my opinion, man.
No, I think Jay Boogie, I think you're 100% right. And once again, you know, I remember this stuff now because I'm thinking about it. Thanks to you for bringing it up. But Mitch said it himself. Mitch said in the offseason, coming into this season, that he was going to lose weight because he felt like he was. I'm not going to put this all on Mitch either. Either the training staff, because don't forget the Knicks got a new lead training person. Right, the dude that came over from Dallas, who is one of the better trainers in the league. He's well renowned. He came over here, and I think they had a conversation. You know, he probably had a conversation with all the players about what their strengths are, what they can cut, what they can do better, whatever. And Mitch said that the goal was for him to come into the season smaller, you know, lighter, back to the old Mitch that we used to see before, because I think they felt like he was more dynamic. He could move better. He could get around better and do more. And, you know, being nimble could kind of keep him a little healthier, not having as much weight on him, being as sluggish. Now, the bad thing about that is you guys seen Mitch lately. You don't look like he's lighter to me. He looked like the same old Mitch that we've been seeing the past year or so, year or two.
Or worse, he's a tad heavier.
Might be. So unfortunately, that's a bad thing. Like you can have the best laid plans of the, you know, don't always happen. You know, execution sometimes it don't always work the way you want it to. But we'll see. Anyway,
Timson is Tibbs in his post game mentioned that he was a little lighter.
Oh, really? Because
That
it doesn't.
Mitch,
I mean,
he said, I forgot how he phrased it. He said Mitch looks slim. He said Mitch looks slim.
Maybe
Maybe
he
I'm
may
wrong.
compare it to last week.
Mitch need a pair of Uptowns, the original high tops, not the mids, the high tops with the strap that go
With
around.
the strap on it. With the
full
strap,
strap, not the lap over strap with the Velcro. I'm talking about the full. He needs some joints that come over that ankle and have some support in that ankle too. He gotta get off of them Midtown Diggers he be wearing, them low top joints. He gotta get off of them.
And not the way I would wear it, where it's loose and hanging out. He got to pull the strap.
Yeah, not hanging all the way, dangling off the back of your ankle and stuff.
Right,
not looking fly.
A cold ankle playing your Timbs.
Right.
Yeah.
I want to get to Juan so he can chime in a little bit. But before I do, I got to get to the super chats. Give me 1 second. First off, let me say what's up to Hit Him Up in the building. What up, brother? Say, Ron, what's cracking, my brother? What's cracking with you, my brother? Hope you're doing well. Shout out to Big Flash 28 in the building. This is my first time seeing you in the chat. Thank you for being here. Hope you like the content. Smash that like button and subscribe if you like what you're seeing. He said, see, that's a problem. Remember, he put the weight and muscle on. Now he's going to lose it. No way. I mean, you don't want to go up and down because that's kind of tough. But that's why it was supposed to happen in the off season. Now, maybe it did happen, but of course he's been hurt. So maybe, while you ain't playing, you be eating, putting a little weight on, in Texas roadhouses. But I'm just, anyway, whatever. It is what it is. Shout out to Billy Goat in the building. He said, we never trading Josh. And if Mitch comes back, he can play backup minutes without getting hurt. I hope so. I hope you're right. William Thompson is in the building. What up, William? He said, check out his workout videos, y'all. He is slimmer. Okay. All right. Well, I mean, I just saw him when he was doing the thing, and I looked at his face. I looked at his upper body. He looked big. I don't know. It could just be that that's the way his body is. And maybe even though I look at him, maybe it's because I haven't seen him in a while. So maybe he has slimmed down a little bit. He looked big to me.
Video adds pounds. You never know if
that's
true. Real visual effect.
I'm just happy to see him sitting on the bench last night. That's all I'm happy for. I mean, he's traveling with the team. That means he's not far from being back.
Fact, 100%. Shout out to Josh Smooth in the building. He said, because Mitch fragile. He's been fragile. Salute to you, my brother. And salute to my guy, American Man in the building. He needs to get solid. Yes. Hopefully I got everybody. If I missed you, it's not. Woody Stephanie in the building. Stephanie Lee, appreciate you. Good to see you. Thanks everybody for being here. Now let me get to these. You know what that is. You know what it is. Shout out to my guy PD Parrish Duggan in the building. He said that was one of my favorite games because those three Nova boys said, so you want to play rough and tough? Okay, let's do it. All blood and guts and then stomp the yard. Facts. That's the heart and soul that you like to see from this Knicks team and the guys and the identity that we've had in the past. Now, I will say the only thing that I haven't necessarily seen yet this year, and you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, I haven't seen it consistently. So I don't want to say that they still are that. They can get back to it. I haven't seen the all heart, no quit yet, really, this year. I haven't seen them like fight through no matter what in every game. We are right there at the end. We could still lose. I just haven't seen a lot of that. Last year, I saw a lot of it. So I hope they can regain that. I know Jalen Brunson wants the Knicks to still have that identity. Well, we'll see. Hope you guys don't mind. I'm just going to read this one out of sequence. This is not the next one. It's the one after, but, I'll get to it in a different way. Shout out to PD, Mr. Parrish Duggan himself. Dude is fired saying trade Josh for fake Mont Green. Well, listen, everybody has their opinion. And our point here is to be able to talk through it and see what makes sense. You guys know I personally do not like Draymond Green. I never liked him. I don't care how good he is. There's something about him that rubs me the wrong way. And I just think that negativity that he has is sometimes a detriment to the team, right? There's two guys in this league that have been really solid defensively, but I believe their attitude is too negative to the team. You got the guys that are teeter-tottering. The dude from Detroit, what's his name? The power forward. What's his name?
He's still
Harris?
Yeah. No, Fritz got it. Stewart. He is tottering because sometimes he can get a little, but I'd still take him. You know what I mean? But Draymond Green and this dude who's on Houston now that was with Memphis. What's his name? My memory is trash. You know how it is.
Oh, D. D. Against,
you know what I'm talking about, the forward light-skinned dude. Yeah.
Dylan Brooks.
Dylan Brooks. Those two guys, I think, are a little bit too much. There can be a detriment to their teams. Dylan Brooks has learned to take a little bit of a backseat. He's humbled because he's with a different team now. But, you know, when he was with Memphis, he was feeling himself. And it was too much. And that's why he's no longer with Memphis. So I'm just saying those two guys are the ones that I question because they're a little bit extra. And Draymond has just done enough that I'm like, the only thing about Draymond too is I feel like he's lost his step. I don't feel like he's the same Draymond he used to be. And I feel like sometimes he hurts his team. And I feel like if they
lost him a championship.
Yes, I feel like if
10 years now, 12 years, 13 years?
Yeah, pretty much. It's been about that. Yeah. So, I mean, that's the only way I look at it. So, but as we can get to what he said, because he said Draymond, and he also brought up Aaron Gordon. If I had to trade Josh Hart, like if I had to get rid of him, and you told me we were getting Aaron Gordon, I wouldn't be mad. You know what I mean?
I'd be mad. I would take Murphy. I'd take Murphy from New Orleans, but I'm not quite sure I would go. Aaron Gordon and what Hart does for our team in New York and what he did last year, I don't like that trade.
But
for me personally, I like Aaron. I like Gordon, but I don't like.
I hear you, but Aaron Gordon does that for Denver though. What Josh does for us, he does for them.
He plays hard. Yeah.
So I mean, that's the only way. I don't know, maybe, but I'll get around to all you guys to see what you think about it. But before I do that, I gotta give a shout out to my guy here because not only you put the question out there, but he put his meaning behind it. I mean, geez, I didn't expect you to do that, brother. I appreciate you being here, but this is not what it's about.
That's a clapper right there.
Appreciate you guys, Water. Thank you so much, brother. Really, it's not necessary, and I don't want anybody who's new, who has just tuned into the content that's come over here to think that this is what this is about. Listen, I appreciate you guys. Listen, look, I keep it real. I ain't going to sugarcoat. I spend a lot of money on this stuff. I'm still paying it off. So when the money comes in that you guys donate or it helps. I'm not going to lie to you, but I also want you to understand that I don't necessarily think that that's the I don't want you to think that that's what this is about. Like, I want you to continue to come in, support, be in the chat, put your points up there. I'll try to get to your points as best as I can, and we'll talk about it. And we agree to disagree, whatever, we'll talk it out. But I want everybody to feel comfortable. But if you guys do decide to contribute, 100%, I appreciate it. I just don't want anybody to feel like that's what this show is about. There's other shows that are big that they get this stuff all the time, and it's like nothing to them. I mean, listen, would I love to be as big as these other shows? Great. But would I still stay the same way? Always. Because that's not what it's about. You know what I mean? Like, if I'm on the other end, I can't contribute this type of money, all the time. So it is what it is. So I wouldn't expect y'all to do it either. If you feel that and the joy and the love in your heart that you can do this and be comfortable and it doesn't affect you, then by all means, I appreciate you. And thank you once again. Thanks once again, Icewater32. And thank you to anybody else who contributes like that. But once again, I'm keeping it real. Y'all might be saying, nah, Ron's just saying that. No. Ron is not just saying that. And anybody who knows me for the 4 years I've been doing this, I feel the same way all the time. I don't expect you to do this stuff, but I do appreciate it if you can. But I just don't want you to feel obligated to do that. That's not the way to get recognized. That's not the way to get through. I appreciate everybody the same way. As I've said, the only thing that you can understand is as this show continues to grow and get bigger, it's going to be moments where we get more people in the chat. I can't get to everybody. So if you feel like, okay, maybe let me attach $1 or $2 to it just to see if Ron it will pop up. Okay, I get it. But that's all I'm saying. Like, that's it. All right, I said enough.
Listen, Ron's a great dude. I think supporting him is great. There was no question attached to this, Ron, at all. And he just gave a blessing. I think it was dope.
No,
Yeah,
One thing
yeah,
that drew
you deserve that, Ron. You know that, man. He
right,
wouldn't have did it if
and
you didn't deserve it. I
right,
feel that 100. Like
me too.
we kind of on the same tip, man. Give me a like and a subscribe. I'm happy. I'm
Right.
happy with a like. I love a subscribe. I'm happy with a like. But if you contribute like that, man, and you got it like, I'm not saying you got it like that, but if you feeling that you could do it that day because of the way that the show is going down and stuff like that, blessings to him, man. That's major.
no, 100%. I really
Yeah.
do appreciate it, man.
Man.
But I just want everybody to know that because, you know, other people don't even take the time to say this stuff. I'm not knocking anybody else. You know, there's some funny people out there, but I'm
No,
just
they are.
saying.
There's a lot of people in a lot of shows being like, and if you got PayPal, and if you got such and such, and I'd be like, bye. You know, so like,
It is what it is, man. It is what it is.
You're humble, brother. You're humble, but it's also a blessing, you know. So
No, it definitely is. It definitely is. Thank you so much, Icewater32. Appreciate you, brother. And shout out to Paris Duggar. Thank you once again for the generous super chat. He said if Fake Mont was a Knick, NBA would have banished him.
Man, I've been trying to talk. I've been on mute this whole time.
Oh, snap. I keep calling on you. I'm like, you ain't saying nothing. I'm like, all right, he cool. What up, Ryan?
Yeah, I just wanted to take on that crazy ass take. Freaking Josh Hart for Draymond. Draymond is like pretty much washed at this point. Like, I don't know what that's about.
Draymond is funky, bro. Like I can't get past the fact that, because my whole thing is, you know, the only thing I have, and I'm trying to, you know, sum this stuff up. I don't want to take anything out of anybody else's mouth about it, but I just think Draymond has lost a step. The things that we appreciate Draymond for, what he's cut his teeth on in this league, it's not the same. No more. He's not the same. So I don't want to now. Definitely don't want to bring him over here, like, because the negative stuff that comes along with him, that's still there. You hear him on his podcast. He's still that dude. So that don't go nowhere. I'd rather keep him at bay. But the Aaron Gordon thing, like I said, if I had to, I would probably do that. But I don't want to get rid of Josh Hart. Josh Hart is my guy. But I hear you. He did make a really good point. No one thought that Boston. We thought, wow, they traded Marcus Smart, like the dude that kept it all together. That was kind of crazy, but it did work out in the end for them. So shout out to them. Go ahead, Juan. What were you gonna say?
No, I wasn't even gonna come up because honestly, I'm not even in the best mood. But like, I just wanted her dad. I was like, all right, I got to come up here. This guy is talking crazy.
Well, listen, I appreciate you for being here. I hope whatever's got you in a down mood gets out of here quickly, brother, because this is the holidays. You need to enjoy yourself. It's a new year coming next week. And you know what? You know, bigger and better things and brighter days, brother.
Yeah. God bless you, brother. I hope you feel better.
Yeah.
As far as Draymond goes, man, listen, man. When you're kicking other men in their junk over and over and over again, and, you know, to me, look. I think a Draymond Green. I think there's always a player on a team that, for me, that I've always disliked, but thought to myself, that's the type of player that you could only like if he was on your team. Draymond, a handful of years ago, would have been a hustling, hard player for the New York Knicks. But if he was laying on the floor and kicking people in their junk and pulling all that stuff and getting the most technicals in the league, it's only painting our team. You understand what I'm saying? The fact that he had Curry on his team kind of put whatever he was doing on the back burner, because Curry is like this, you know, the model citizen, Christianity, the whole thing, and then boom. I hear what you're saying. As far as Hart goes, as far as trades go, as far as Mitch go, really quick. For me, I'm gonna tell you this. I hope Mitch comes back. We need a big man, no matter what. Period. We need a center, no matter what. I hope he comes back slimmer. And what Boogie said hit the nail on the head. Look at Wemby. Wemby about like this big, no real muscle on, and can move fast, tall as hell, blocks anything. Like we said before, whatever he wants to do, he can do it. So definitely mass muscle don't actually equal up to, because you could tear a ligament quick, fast, in a hurry, and that's way different than a bone breaking or or something else, or you could rip a muscle that could never repair. So,
Right.
so I think that I think that diet thing was a great thought and all. But for me, why I want Mitch to come back is two-parter. I want him to come back and play his behind off because we need somebody, and I don't think we're going to trade because I don't think nobody wants Mitch. Okay, I don't think nobody right now wants Mitch in a trade unless they're doing a salary dump. All right, and if that's what they're gonna do, and if he comes back and he plays hard, then we could get something for him next year. Because I really am. I'm gonna tell you this in my bones. I can feel it right now that Mitch is playing his last year as a Knick right now. So if he comes back, it behooves him and us to play the best basketball he's ever played.
Yeah,
that's fair. That's what I was going to say about trading players.
That's fair.
I want to stop hearing. Speaking of trades, I want to stop hearing about Valanciunas. I don't know why you keep hearing. We need like defenders if we're going to get anybody.
Yeah, I mean, I think at this point, like Valanciunas was always a good name, and it made sense to a certain extent. But at this point, I don't know if Valanciunas matters as much as he might have before. Like Cat has shown he's a monster, you know what I mean, offensively, rebounding wise. So that part is covered. I think I would err on the side of having a more defensive type center who can add a little bit, you know, to the game. But yeah, I would go more defensive first because Cat does everything else, and he does it well, man. Listen, we can say all we want about him defensively. Offensively, the dude is phenomenal. Even on his bad days, he's phenomenal. So, like, could you imagine the numbers he puts up on bad days compared to some of the centers around the league on bad days? Like, even last night, this dude had like 2 or 3 rebounds going into the fourth quarter in crunch, and I was a little pissed off about that. He cost me some bread, but that's whatever. Anyway, dude, finish rebounds like quick, like that. Like Cat is a beast. Anyway, let me just get around to you guys. I apologize. I'm sorry. You know, the biggest thing that I don't like, and part of the reason why these shows be going 5 hours, is because the love that everybody shows for the show, the type of action we get in the chat, and the spirited conversations we get everybody on the panel. It's hard for me to cut these shows because I want to keep it going. And I also know that, you know, we've been on for about 2 hours and maybe somebody just turned it on right now. I'm like, hey, what's going on? What's this? Still Knicks fans know the ledge. And I'm like, I want people to be able to see this, but unfortunately I do got to go. So I'm gonna get around to everybody for the next couple minutes. What I want you to do, hopefully, is quickly just say your last thoughts. But more importantly, what's your thoughts on tonight's game? Because the Knicks are playing the Wizards. Wizards are a bad team, but you guys know in the past, the Knicks kind of played down to the competition. Now, lately, they've been playing good basketball as far as taking care of business and eating their food. How do you feel about tonight's game? Juan, let me go with you first. Or I can come back to you, Juan, if you're on mute.
There we go.
There you go.
No, I mean, I think the Knicks are showing like, hey, we can't play around. I think that I'm glad I keep continue being right about all the stuff I've been saying when it comes to either Mikal or the trade. So I just think it's starting to come together. So I mean, I don't know. I don't know. It's just New Yorkers or just fans in general don't like the word patience, but just look, man. They're not the Knicks are beating the teams they're supposed to, so I feel good that they'll come away with both of them.
Yeah, no, I hear you on that. I appreciate it. Jay,
over the years we've had problems of playing down to competition and playing our hardest against them. I've seen a few times this year we've done that, but for the most part, we have put our foot on the necks of the people we need to do that to. So I think it should be no problem. It is a back-to-back. I think that I think our bench should be, and that's one thing we didn't talk about, Tibbs using the bench and playing people, Precious getting in there more. I really think that I think it's going to be a game where we win by 18 points, something like that. That's how I feel. And I would really like to see OG have a good game, and I would like to see Brunson have just like a 35. Don't have to play the fourth quarter, that type of game.
And just so you know, they said that Brunson is questionable for tonight, which probably means he's going to play. But, if they were going to give him a rest night on a back-to-back, see, that's what I like about this Knicks team. Like, we care about the fact that they're on a nice little roll. They don't care. They're going to try to win the games. But listen, this was time to rest Brunson. It's time to rest Brunson. You know what I mean? I like that part about them right now. This is still the regular season, and you want to play as good as you can to create that record that helps you get your seeding together. But it's also smart. Like, if I don't know if Brunson feels banged up or if there's anything going on, like Krim's dad put in the post, like Brunson hasn't hit a 3 in 3 games. Like, that's kind of surprising. So you know what I mean? I wouldn't mind if they sat him for tonight, because I do think that the Knicks could win against Washington without Brunson. And this is also a night where you got to see a little bit of Landry Shamet in the last game. Like, a game like that might allow Shamet to get more minutes. The Knicks can move a little different. Deuce knows what to do. Payne knows what to do. I think they'd be all right.
Right.
Yeah.
I agree. 100%.
Yeah. Let me get over to Sha. That's funny. You know what that is. Thank you, Sha Powers, for the generous super chat, my brother. I appreciate you. Goes along with your final words, my brother. What's your thoughts on this stuff? And I know we didn't get a chance to really get into it and talk about Tibbs and his coaching, but real quick, I will say I do like some of the things that he has done. The Knicks have had some foul trouble issues. Cat has had some foul trouble issues, but Tibbs could have brought Cat back in that
both games.
In both games, but not the Orlando game. What the game before the Orlando? San Antonio. He could have brought him
game, the Spurs game.
Yeah, the Spurs game. He could have brought him back right in the fourth quarter. He had sit him down because he had 5 fouls. He could have brought him back a little earlier, but he kept him on the bench because Precious and that Knicks team was playing good defense. And the same thing with Brunson. Brunson could have came back a little earlier, but those guys was playing well. So you got to give Tibbs credit for understanding it. These are my guys, but these guys are playing well. So let me keep them out here as much as I can before I got to bring these dudes back and I feel comfortable. So I do like that about Tibbs. My fault. Go ahead, Sean.
What time did you have to leave?
I said 1:45. Really, I got to leave, and I got 2 more minutes. I know it's at 2 o'clock.
Okay.
I'm good. All right. My link is ready and everything. I'm good. Go ahead, Sean. Right. Thank you, Fred.
Yeah, man. Let's salute to everybody on the panel. The Knicks are averaging almost 100 points for their starting unit. Let that sink in. Even last night, I think they were like 92, 93 points in their starting unit. They have a very good offensive game. And last night, they should have stepped up in defensive standards from 14th. I think it's 12th now. So, we're catching up. The defense is catching up with the offense. And this is going to be a very scary team. We always say this, that the Knicks could beat anybody, but they also to lose to someone that's hot for the night. If you don't come out with your A game, you can lose the game. I think the Knicks have a niche now of knowing how to win games any way they can do it. If you want to shoot the 3-point shot, if you want to drive to the hole, if you want to play stellar defense and grab all the rebounds, if you want to play fast on the board, fast off the break, off the rebound and the break. The Knicks are doing those things this year. The Knicks are, I think it's top 10 in offensive fast break points. Running fast break points in the top 10 in the league. They're still top 10 in offense and assists this year. They're moving up in the standards and rebounding. They're doing all the things that they need to do. So if Brunson was to take off tonight, it would be a good chance, like you said, Ron, to see Shamet come in there and score to implement himself into the lineup some way in second unit or so. So that would be a good thing if he needed to take off. The guys ain't playing that many minutes no more, man. Now that we got Precious back, now that Shamet's here, these guys are going to start playing less minutes in the starting unit. So that means that the starting unit is going to be activated even quicker in these games. And I think this is going to be another game that they implement punishment. And I mean, scorched earth starting unit, defensive mindset second unit, and hopefully we can end the game with the third unit of all our young guys. And that's how I see it tonight. I think this also is going to be That not taking nothing away from Washington, but I think this is going to be another win, another notch that we can use different screens and different motions and different way of flowing on the court. And if Tibbs does decide, or if Jalen Brunson does decide to stay out tonight, I think we have enough players to fill that void for Jalen Brunson. 100%. Oh, and one more thing. Salute to Tom Thibodeau. Everybody's talking about Tom Thibodeau. This guy is changing. He is changing, man. So, let's let that sink in too, man. He does different things like he did last year. He's bringing some of the stuff they did last year, and he's implementing new things this year. And I'm happy to see what he's doing with this team and how he's regulating the minutes and stuff like that, especially when we were short to now that we're a little bit more healthy than usual.
Facts. And one more thing you got for later.
Shout out to my guy Shah. Jay Boogie, your final thoughts on what about tonight's game?
Real quick on the on the Draymond thing. One thing you got to know and understand, you could talk about trading for players, but before the Knicks trade for a player, the Knicks going to make sure that guy can fit inside Tom's system. They don't trade for nothing outside of the system. Everybody that comes over here can fit in Tom's system. You know what I'm saying? Maybe back then, if we had a different coach, Dre could have been good. You know what I'm saying? In an Anthony Mason type role, God rest in heaven. But now in this system, he doesn't fit. Where's he going to play at? We're not leaving him with the ball. We're not doing none of that. He don't have a spot for him to play with. You know what I'm saying? As far as being on this team, the Wizards, there's another team that's in the way. Get him out the way. Brunson needs some rest. Even if he don't need some rest, you still can give him some rest. We're supposed to mollywop these guys, regardless if we coming off a back-to-back or what. We're supposed to be just doing what we need to do, handling our business, and it's going to give somebody else some more, playing time to come up. You mentioned Shamit, he can get some playing time. But yeah, man, handling our business, doing what we're doing, man, we winning games, we on a run. You know what I'm saying? We're doing what we need to do. You got to love and appreciate. We're finishing out the year real strong. And how you finish out an old year, that's how you come in a new year. I'm not the type, I can't wait to go into the new year because I'm still marinating and thinking about how things I did in this year. This year's been good and great with Jay Boogie. I hope it's been good and great for a lot of you, if not all of you. You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking forward for the new year, but I'm still, you know what I'm saying, enjoying what happened for me and my family, you know what I'm saying, this year. And anything that I want come next year is the New York Championship, you know what I'm saying? Provide more health and love, provide more job opportunities for all of us, more money to the bag, more bills to be lessened, you know what I'm saying? All those type things, man. But I'm happy where we at. I love the squad, you know what I'm saying? And before Dexter hit you on that, that time watch, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get out the way.
Appreciate you, Jay.
Always up next.
Always
God
a
bless
pleasure.
you. Happy New Year, Bug.
No doubt, y'all.
Mets.
My thing is, the Knicks need to keep doing what they gotta do. But when they're playing the tougher teams like, say, Oklahoma City, Boston, Cleveland, don't collapse under the pressure of facing those squads. You got an easy couple of games against Washington, which should be completed under stomps. Then you need to redeem yourself against Utah on New Year's Day. Then focus on the third when we get OKC.
I hear you.
I like it. Nice and concise. Okay, Mets. Fritz.
Yeah, when it comes to Washington Wizards, some of their most consistent players are on the bench. So the Knicks got to prey on the inexperience of their starters. We're getting more experienced Alexar, who's kind of getting up to the NBA game. So as long as they handle the inexperienced starters, they should be good. I expect a big game from Cat.
I agree. Especially, even if Jalen Brunson is there, I expect Cat to, because Cat kind of, like the last couple of games has been in foul trouble, hasn't really been able to eat like he, normally gets busy. So I know he wants to kind of, get one of them good ones under his belt again, get back to the norm, what we've been used to. Nobody really talked about it. He broke his double streak already. Not already. He basically, it was a good streak going, but it broke the other day. So yeah, kind of get back to the.
It's all good. They didn't think he was going to have that type streak, anything. Start doing something else, man. And I got to lean back on y'all guys for y'all. You ain't voted enough. You're not voting enough. I don't care who's listening. Vote some more, even if you thought you voted enough. Vote some more.
Yes, sir.
Vote for OG.
I'm just gonna be blunt. I'm full blown considering boycotting the All-Star game because of how Adam Silver's trying to make it a clone into the NHL All-Star game when there's no need for it. With the NHL All-Star game, 2 conferences, 4 divisions, you can do a tournament like that. But with 6 divisions, and 3 in each conference, you can't pull that sort of a stunt off.
I mean, you might be right. And listen, that's a good, the good conversation piece there, Mets. We, maybe in the next show we can talk about it.
Come on, for president.
Save that. We might need that.
They gotta take care of something, y'all. Peace.
All right, Jay. Appreciate you, bro.
Happy New Year, fam.
Happy holidays,
Happy New Year, guys. Happy holidays.
God bless.
So I just want to say to hold on. Shout out to Nick Yak in the building. Appreciate you, Nick Yak. Thank you for being here. Shout out to Wiz BK LA. Thank you for being here. Mad Dog No Good. Don't you know no good? What's up, brother?
No good.
Shout out to Shout out to Vaughn Allen. Shout out to Robert Woodard. Appreciate you. East Blue Drew in the building. Shout out to L Dammit for becoming another member of SKF Army again. Yeah. Shout out to the American Man. Thank you for the generous super chat. He said, "Don't move players, move Tibbs. He hurts starters." Ooh. We're gonna have some more time to talk about that next week. Appreciate you. And shout out to my guy Nev the Disruptor. Thank you for the generous super chat, my brother. He said, "Merry Christmas and season's greetings to my Knicks family." Appreciate you, Nev, as always. So I already texted my guy Dex. I let him know that I was running a little late because I was closing the show. He said no problem because he's a great dude. But now it's time for me to really get up out of here. So anyway, I think it's going to be, Dex has a couple different shows. I think this one is going to be New York Got Game. So whenever he is going to be ready to post the clip, when it's up, I will put it on my X account and maybe Instagram, and you guys will know when it drops. I don't know if it's going to drop today or tomorrow, but stay tuned for that. Me chopping it up with Dexter. So let me go over there and do that. I appreciate you guys once again. Monday's show, we have decided to take a break. Normally we try to say it's consistent. Last week, Jose and John took a break. This week, I said everybody takes a break. So no Monday show this Monday. We will catch you next year. You see what I did there? Yeah, man, I appreciate everybody.
You are smooth, brother.
Yeah, I try. I appreciate everybody. Thank you, guys. Happy New Year to all y'all. Mad love to everybody, man. I wish you all the best, healthy and happy New Year. Let's listen. Our blessings are not always in front of us, but they can be as long as we continue to believe in ourselves, believe in our families, try to continue to do the right thing. And I think we're all in good shape, man. The Knicks are one thing, but life is another. And so just continue to look out for each other, man. Keep doing the right thing. Love you guys, man. Love you for real. Seriously. Thank you to everybody on the panel. Fritz, Jay, Shah, Jay Boogie, Juan, Mets. Appreciate all you guys. Thank you to everybody in the chat. Appreciate you guys. Thank you to everybody who contributed. Appreciate you. Icewater, dope talking to you. Thank you for your contributions. Nev, American Man, L, everybody, man. Paris Duggar, y'all know who you are, man. Appreciate you so much. Have a great rest of your day. Enjoy this rainy Saturday. Enjoy this Knick game tonight. Let's get another victory and keep it going. Let's go for 7. And that's pretty much it. I'm out of here, man. Love y'all. Catch you on the next one. Peace.
Love. Talk to you.